Hi guys, Adam from the Devonshire Dis podcast. Before we dive into this episode, I'd like to take a moment to pay tribute to Adam the Woo. This episode was recorded on the 22nd of December, and waking up in the morning after, I heard the sad news about Adam's passing. The first Disney-related vlog Lauren and I tuned into came from Adam's channel, and we quickly grew to love catching his daily vlog, be it in the parks, flights from coast to coast, road trips across America, and recently joining him on his international travels. His infectious outlook on the world and capturing his life through a lens grew into more than just something to watch on the box of an evening, to becoming invested into where Adam was taking us next each day. As someone with Maltese blood, his recent travels to Malta in order to visit Anchor Bay, the filming location for Disney's Popeye, was one of the many highlights seen over the years. His channel introduced us to so many other creators like Tim Tracker, Ordinary Adventures, and so many more that have become our staple in helping us to plan and hype that excitement for Disney trips to come. To echo the tributes I'm sure you've seen over the Disney socials and YouTube, thanks once more to Adam the Woo for letting us join him through his journey. He will be unquestionably missed by those who knew him closely, and to the likes of us, a random couple from across the pond who clicked on a thumbnail on YouTube one day to help us get through the pandemic. We'll be sipping piping hot caffeinated beverages and thinking of him for years to come. Thank you, Adam. Welcome to the Devonshire Dis. Today, we're signing off 2025 with another memorable Walt Disney World trip. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Devonshire Dis. I hope you're all well. This episode will be going out in that hazy period between Christmas and New Year's when none of us really knows what the day or what's going on for that matter. But I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and ready for 2026. Can you believe 2026? Mad. But before we welcome the new year in, we have one last Disney conversation to bring you in 2025, a Walt Disney World recap to sign off the year with good friends, Darren and Ashley. Welcome to the Devonshire Dis podcast.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, it's exciting.
No problem at all. Obviously, Darren, we've spoken a few times, and you know, the Stitch episode especially was just, I loved it, and hearing your story back in the day, which seems like forever ago now. But I appreciate you jumping back on. And Ashley, first time we're speaking virtually face to face. Welcome to podcasting. Is this the first podcast you've done?
Yeah, because we are trying to do our own. However, I cannot work the software. So yeah, this is fun.
Which software are you looking at?
It's this Riverside one, the one that we're talking on just now. But there seems
really?
And microphones don't seem to get on.
Interesting. All right, if you're listening, Riverside, try and sort it out for us, please.
Yeah, help.
Hopefully in the new year we'll have up and running.
Oh, that'd be awesome to hear. Because we've obviously covered it in the episodes we've gone through, Darren, but you guys have got so much knowledge about so many different angles for Disney and Disney parks and the experiences of going to Disney parks and so on and so forth. To have that down in a recorded podcast, I'm sure that'll be a feast of people's ears.
Yeah, hopefully it would. As I say, this is all for to help people that are going these trips and planning this, once in a lifetime trip. So anything we can do to try and help, even if it's just one day, we're kind of done what we signed up to do. So yeah, we're looking forward to trying to get it up and running.
Yeah, awesome. Fingers crossed for the new year for sure.
Yeah, definitely fingers crossed.
You've had, speaking of people helping out and everything, you've had people I've seen on Insta reaching out for you for like planning tips and stuff. How's that all going?
Yeah, really good. We done one just a few Saturdays ago as well. A family that's going in February for their first trip.
Oh wow!
They're saying it's their one and done, but that never happens. You kind of get addicted to the place, so one and done never happens. So yeah, we got the 60 days out. We got all the reservations that the family was looking for. Managed to plan their trip as well. What days where and stuff like that, and they seemed relatively happy. It was Ashley that was mainly speaking to the mum of the family. I just kind of done my bit in the Disney app in the morning. So
it was a bit more difficult for us this time because this was our first time planning a trip for someone who's on the full Disney dining plan. So it was 14, well, not so much 14 sit-down restaurants because quite a few of the restaurants were 2 credits because they wanted to do Artist Point, which is 2, and Cinderella's Royal Table, which is 2.
Right.
So put that into days, but they wanted to do 3 different Hollywood Studios restaurants, which meant they were in Hollywood Studios like once on a rest day, because we tend to plan it for them if it's 2 park days and then a rest day, and then 2 park days and a rest day. But the rest day for us is never really a rest day, is it? No. We always plan them in to go to like Typhoon Lagoon, or saying that they're there between Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach crossover, so that's quite good to put them into Typhoon Lagoon in the first half of their holiday and then Blizzard Beach the second half, so they get to experience both parks.
Awesome.
That's the first time I've looked at somewhere with a full dining plan. So and it was quite it's not just a quick service. You do have to take down into account the amount of time you're going to spend actually sitting eating, because it does take up a good bit of your day without these like sit down like restaurants and stuff. So
it did take a bit longer to plan as well, though, because we tend to, I don't know if you're the same when you plan yours, but when we plan our trips or trips for other people, we tend to plan from the end of the holiday back.
Oh, okay.
Or we're just giving away our secrets now. So there's more open, like Topolino's Terrace is horrendous to get. So if you book that at your 10 days, because obviously you can only book 10 days at a time, so if you book that at your 10th day, you're more guaranteed to get it. Whereas if you book it the first half of your holiday, you might not get the time you want or anything like that. So like we do a list of what's the hardest to get and what's the...
Yeah, Topolino Terrace is insane to try to get.
We tend to do a list of the hardest to get towards the easiest, and then we work out what dates are going to go on and do it that way.
Try and do it kind of backwards.
Yeah, do it backwards.
That's a great tip. Yeah, I've never even considered doing it from back to front. So that's, it makes a lot of sense doing it that way.
Yeah. Because your 10 days open up, don't you, straight away?
Yeah.
That only works for those staying on Disney Resort, obviously. Because only your day at a time that opens up. So, if you're staying at Disney Resort, 10 days, work your way back from the 10 days. So that's how we tend to do it.
Great stuff. See, was it been like 5 minutes and already you're giving nuggets of information to listeners that probably aren't necessarily thinking about that in that sort of dynamic. So, awesome.
We're not able to get the reservations that we want now because
can you imagine going back as like, everything is shiny new, first time going back into it? I was speaking to someone about it not too long ago, and they were heading there for their first trip, and it's like walking into that main street area for the very first time. Like, it hits you every time, but to do it for the first time again would be something special, wouldn't it?
It would be special, but I don't know if, as much as it would be special, I think I'm only saying this because of someone we planned recently who's just returned the day actually we arrived in Florida. She said she probably wouldn't have had as good a time there because she half of what we'd planned for her existed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I think looking at it through a newbie's eyes, that's maybe not the right word, but
let's go for first timer.
I didn't want to go with the cliche. First visit.
There's no way about it.
But I think that would be magical. But we kind of felt like that time there because we went with friends, and that was only their 3rd time in Orlando.
Right.
We had planned so much that they had never done. So we got to see that through their eyes as well. And I think if you go often, there's every day you see somebody that's there for the first time, like whether they're in front of you in a show or whether they're standing in front of you at the parade and they're saying that, oh, look, there's such and such, and you know exactly what's coming up because you're seasoned pros at this. But it's so nice to see it through other people's eyes as well. Like, you're not there just in your wee family bubble. Like, I'm very much a people watcher. You'll say this all the time. You hate going anywhere because I've got eyes on everybody all the time. But it's so nice to experience it through other people's eyes.
Yeah.
We touched on it in, I think, the first chat we done, Adam, was where, we talked about it as going with your mum and dad, going as a parent, going as without a parent, or just an adult without a parent, or being a cast member. It's different every time it hits you.
Yeah.
And even when I walked around Main Street that first day that we were at Magic Kingdom this trip, you still well up. You still get that, oh my God, that's Cinderella's castle. So yeah, it's there's nothing better. And as I say, the family that we've just done it for, they were like, oh, this will just be our one and only trip. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna message you when you get home and say, oh, when are you going back?
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. They've booked it on the return flight home.
First time staying at the Contemporary. Yeah. I mean,
oh wow,
2 weeks at the Contemporary. So
I'm not entirely sure you can come back from that.
no, that's very true. That's very true. There'll be hook, line, and sinkered.
Let's get membership written all over it.
Yeah, 100%. What about when they do come back? Do you get a lot of feedback from people that you help plan?
A few of them have. There's a couple of families that we've stayed in touch with and we talk back and forward to.
Yeah, quite a few actually, because most of this comes through Facebook. So on Facebook, I kind of tend to not reach out to families in Orlando Tips for Brits, but if they want advice, I'll offer it.
Yeah,
or
awesome.
the planning pages that I've sent you before that we give anybody that wants them. Has got all the details and things on it, so they will then contact us to say. Or a couple of them have added me on Facebook, which is quite nice because you get to see their, like, before they go, so you get to see their trip. It's like you're living it with them.
Yeah.
One of the first ones we got Bibsy Bobbsy Boutique for, when they were there, she was messaging every day asking for advice while she was there.
There was a couple I forgot about the time difference, so I'd wake up in the morning and have these 3 or 4 messages, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, I was sleeping."
Yeah, we missed that.
So, yeah, but it's something that we do tell the families as well. Even when they're there, they're more than welcome to contact us and speak to us, and
they mostly do.
They do, yeah.
They mostly do,
and we get to see their most cherished memories. Like Ashley's going to Bibbidi Wobbidi Boutique. They send us the pictures of the one done up and stuff like that immediately after it's done. So we're getting to relive that memory with them as well by them reaching out to us, and how big a thing this is for families.
I think when we reach out to people and when they want us to help them, I think that's when they realise how much work goes into this. So they feel like not that they have to message you to let you know, but I just think they feel grateful, so that's why they do it. And especially this one, Bibsy Bobbsy Boutique, that was the longest one for us to get Bibsy Bobbsy Boutique. That took me, I think, about 7 days pretty much straight of refreshing an app and refreshing until I got one, and I was determined I was going to get it.
Yeah, because
that was a very, very important one.
We get on battling cancer ourselves.
Yeah, so she has cancer, and we were determined that this wee soul was going to get this. But I didn't care what I had to do to get it. I was up to, I don't know what time, refreshing. And then that woman has never been so grateful for anything. It was just, that must have been her focus, that must have been her dream for that holiday, to get this wee soul to do that, and she did. Finally got it.
Because of her treatment, so it was cancelled. They had it and it got cancelled. So
right.
Things like that's why we start at the page and we do what we do, just because to help people. Like, and everybody always hits us with the same, how much do I owe you for this, and what can I get, what can I do for you? I don't want anything. I do it because I know how difficult it can be to plan a trip and stuff like that. Like, we do it. We don't do it for any other reason but to make sure that people are enjoying the trip. So we don't do it for any.
All I say to people is, if they want to do anything, just share the pages.
Yeah.
Share what we do, because you're there to help other people. Like, that's the only thanks we could get. Like, just share.
Yeah,
share
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I can only imagine how much that must have felt for that family, especially to have something as magical as that. And even just like, that's must be like from the highest sort of reward to someone saying like, where's the best place to stand from a parade? Like, whatever you're sharing is just, as far as someone who obviously speaks to you guys about my own sort of questions and information regarding the trips, it's always appreciated. So for you guys to take the time to be able to do that is just a blessing for anyone who's going on a Disney trip, because it can be a headache if you don't plan correctly, for sure.
Yeah.
One of it was another family actually, she messaged me while she was in Epcot, and she said, I don't know where I am. So she took a picture of where she was, and she said, I need a frozen cocktail. Where do I get a frozen cocktail? I screamed on the app, circled where she was, circled where she could get a frozen cocktail, and said, go here. And 10 minutes later, she sent me a photo of a frozen cocktail in her hand, and she went, I needed this. I was like, yeah, I need one too, so just send it back.
Because, like, we can spend hours doing this for people, but I and I've mentioned it before, I enjoy doing it. Strangely, it's one of the things I enjoy doing. Like, I love the 60 days out. I genuinely do it.
As much as it's so stressful.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's stressful for us doing it for ourselves. But when you know you've got to do it for someone else and you're trying to make their experience
not let them down.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me is, you know, that way sometimes if somebody says to you, oh, can you recommend a really good Chinese, and you do it and they hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very much like that. Like this woman who is going for the first time and has got the sit-down dining plan. Like these are the only 4 I want to do. What other ones do you recommend? So I've then booked her ones that I recommend. So I hope she's happy.
But this is it. It's down to personal taste, isn't it? And you don't know. You don't know. But I mean, like you said, you have that experience of knowing that this is going to be a decent offering, and in comparison to other places as well. So, and there's not too many bad places in Disney to go now.
I went one place and we loved it once, and then we went back a second time and it was absolutely horrendous, and we will advise everybody never to go there. It's just a hit or a miss, isn't it?
It's one of the things that they always say about Disney dining. The most inconsistent thing about Disney food is the food. You never get the same twice. So, but they have seriously upped their chicken tender game.
Yeah,
like chicken tender coming with
so many different flavors
like
now.
Sauces and that on them. They are incredible. So the chicken tender game is strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stronger.
Let's go somewhere where we can get amazing food, but Darren just tries every chicken tender known to man.
Research purposes.
That might have to be a 2026 episode in itself, I think.
Yeah.
A chicken tender episode. That's after you come back, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them incredible. So
you know, in Disney they'll have them on the menu this week and not have them on the menu next week.
But they're incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Have you been to that? Who's the chef?
Do not say Chicken Guy.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Guy Fieri.
That's the one. Yes, Diners, Drive-ins and Dives, right?
Guy Fieri. I love Guy Fieri, but Chicken Guy is one of my favourite places to eat. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one of the best chicken burgers you will ever have in your life.
Really? See, I've never been there. And actually, you're shaking your head. Is
No, because the reason why I'm shaking my head is Darren over emphasises how good this place is.
No, it's tremendous.
No, it's good. But do you know what's good? The chicken Caesar salad, not the chicken burgers and things like that. I'm not a fan.
Anyone that's listening, just listen to the pro. Go to Chicken Guy. I can use your quick service dining plan. Yeah, so there you go.
You can. But then, is there not changes in 2026 that a lot of these non-Disney...
No, but Chicken Guy's still on it, you're fine.
...related restaurants at Springs are now not on the dining plan for 2026.
Yeah, so just... 2026 dining plan has changed quite a bit, so there is a lot of restaurants that's been taken off it. So
why's that happen? Just trying to make you go to a direct consumer, I guess, than a third party.
I think they've started to realise that, you know, if you use the dining plan properly, you can beat Disney at it. Like, you can really, really get your money's worth. So I think they've started to realise that as well. I mean,
they must be out of pocket for it.
Yeah.
They must be.
Yeah. But go to Chicken Guy.
Go to Chicken Guy.
So, the lead organiser of Planet Hollywood, so it'd probably be worth another visit now because his cooking's insane.
I do like him, got to admit, but chicken, I don't know if it's just overhyped.
No, it's brilliant.
I think, do you know, the more somebody tells you so good, the more you just
That's
go,
because it is good.
I love it.
Disney Springs much.
I'd have chicken guy every day of the holiday if I could.
I do love a chicken tender, so I've got to try it out.
Try it, and then you have to go, no, the Disney ones are better.
Genuinely, try the chicken. It's absolutely incredible, but then try the chicken tender burger.
Oh, that's something. if you can get friendly with a cast member that we could put you in touch with when you're there,
Right.
she can Connections, which is a shop for cast members that they get discount on like previous like merchandise from 2012 or something.
No, last year, not 2012.
But
Okay.
freezer, and it's got what, a 3 kilo bag of chicken tenders for
ones at the
$11.
And the same as the burgers, you could buy like the burgers that you use in the park.
Did I not send you this photo?
I've not seen that. No, that's
I have
amazing.
to send you this photo. There's about a 3 kilo bag of chicken tenders for
It's
11
The
quid.
chicken tenders from the park. So
It's about 11. Aye, it was about $15-16. It's nuts.
That's mad. Yeah. Considering how much it is for a 4-piece chicken tender meal in the parks.
Which is perfect if you're in a DVC room because you've got everything you need to cook it. So
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, it comes with an oven.
just buy $20 from Walmart and you're fine.
Yeah. God, I love that. So I've heard of the shop before, and I assumed merchandise and so on and so forth, because everyone loves a bit of Disney merchandise. But I didn't realise they were doing chicken tenders and stuff like that.
chicken tenders.
Televisions
Yep.
from hotel rooms.
See when they revamp the rooms, all the old furniture they take out, if it's still in working order, they sell it there and everything as well.
There's a big
Really?
7 that must have been in a ride queue somewhere.
See the sign from Mouse Skiers? That's up on one of the walls. You can buy it if you want to see the massive, like 14 foot.
Really? I would be tempted.
Oh, it's like
That does sound.
it's like a Disney fan's Toys R Us.
It really is.
That sounds like it. Yeah, with chicken tenders.
Contenders. We got the kids Spirit jerseys for their Christmas. And you know what Spirit jerseys are like? They should be like $65-70.
Yeah.
$14
14.
And that's
1-4.
without the staff discount.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they're worth the discount for sure, cast members. Like, I'm glad that the company is doing that for them for sure.
And it was full. The place was full, so it's obviously well used by cast members.
Yeah.
Now about 5 times the size from when I was there, because it used to be that each park at the staff entrance would have like a little one, but this one is now like a full warehouse just in the outskirts of Animal Kingdom.
Wow.
Massive.
It's so busy though, like literally so busy. But you can see it saves all this stuff just going to waste.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
It's stuff that it wouldn't even go to the outlets.
We were there in November, and they'd literally just that morning we went, literally just had an entire delivery of the Halloween stuff that had been left over.
Right. Yeah.
Halloween sweatshirt with Mickey dressed as a vampire
Like a
for like
Spirit jersey.
$9.
Yeah, I think my Spirit jersey was what, $19 or something. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yeah.
But we're just lucky that we know someone that could take us.
So, first and foremost, you have to be with a cast member, I guess, to go in.
Yeah. A cast member can take up to 3 guests and with
Right.
them. So they can, but the cast member has to pay for the transaction.
Right.
So for our friend, she paid for it all, and then we just gave her the money for what we'd bought. So, you know, it's just
Wow.
rules like that. But yeah.
It's just fascinating, like walking around it and looking and thinking, right, okay, well, there's Spirit jerseys in one aisle, there's chicken tenders in another, there's bananas in another aisle, and then there's a television.
And the mouse gear thing. Well,
What?
It sounds like the best character warehouse in the world. I love it.
It's amazing. It really is. It's so good. And some of the Christmas tree ornaments from last year, they were on sale for $3.
for like $3.
$3.
Jack and Sally ones and everything, like the actual ones you would get in the Disney store for like £25.
Yeah.
$5.
Wow. That's a discount. That's better than my DVC discount, I can tell you that.
Oh, don't in the DVC discount.
That was the best. That whole.
Yeah.
The best thing about the trip or the DVC discount.
My friend's DVC discount.
It helps. It does help. It does help.
I think it's worth the money.
Yeah. Well, that was a tangent to start off with. I love that.
Crazy.
That's what happens when you ask Mrs WDW.
Oh, this is great. This is definitely going to be about 5 hours. I love it.
Sorry.
And no, absolutely not. I love a tangent. Let's bring it back to now. And obviously the recording of this is the 22nd of December. The going live, this recording, we'll probably be in that sweet spot, as I mentioned, between Christmas and New Year's. But obviously, we haven't had Christmas just yet. How are you guys feeling with the run up to Christmas already? And is there any Disney in your Christmas?
Yeah, the whole house is just decorated in Disney. Like,
Not the main tree.
well, the main tree actually doesn't let me put Disney on. I don't get to touch that. But along the bottom of it, I've got my kind of antique Walt Disney Railroad train.
Oh, nice.
With the wee puff of smoke that comes out it. So we've got that. I've got Mickey and Minnie beside it. I've got Mickey and Minnie Village ornaments.
Although, I say no Disney on my tree. The 2 ornaments we got this year, from the party and from Jollywood, are on the main tree. So that,
nice.
That doesn't normally happen.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's happening.
See if I could wrap if it wasn't real, I could wrap it in cling film and put it away and bring it back out the following year looking exactly the same, I would.
Oh, that's handy.
You look at Costco and what Disney, like large ornaments they have, I've pretty much got all of them.
Yeah.
I got those little Halloween stitch that I showed on my page.
Yes,
I got over today. They just came today, but I don't even know where they are.
They're out on top of the
So the 4 of them came today, like dressed as a reindeer and stuff like that. So I'm glad they came for Christmas. But yeah, and then I've got my tree at the top of the stairs that's just all my Disney ornaments. Although I get short treed this year with just a smaller tree, so I had to be creative. And obviously, as my kind of post showed, I had on my favourites there, so it's decorated in stitch. I had my favourites, so I've got like Wally on there, I've got Hercules, just kind of favourites and just kind of like things about like my favourite trip. So like one of our favourite trips is still and will be the 50th year that we went, 2023, and I got some Christmas on that, so they're on there. So yeah, Disney does pretty much rule the house, Halloween and Christmas, because obviously we're a big Halloween family as well.
We do bring the popcorn buckets out and things, like the Christmas ones or the Halloween ones at Halloween time, and use them as decorations because they're just, why not? They're just sitting in the loft if you don't.
Yeah, absolutely, and they look awesome.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the Disney, so I'm loving the new Disney home range because it's very aesthetically pleasing, it's very beige, it's very me. Whereas Darren likes all the bright colours and so yeah, you've got your space for your Disney things. I've got my space for my nice aesthetic things. So yeah, I like it.
Here's of this year's decorations was the popcorn bucket from the Christmas party, the one with the truck with the van.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That is
It's
absolutely
lovely.
stunning.
Yeah.
It's 2 popcorn buckets, so
To be fair, that is something that is out because although lit up, I don't think it's as nice lit up as it
no,
is
you
when
don't
it's
think
not
it's
lit
lit
up.
up.
Oh, really?
Okay, about these things, and they've got to look. Sounds like a total spoiled brat.
One of our favorite Christmas movies is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So you know the truck with tied to the top of it, so that any kind of red truck with a tree on it. So when we saw that, it was coming homeways, and then obviously the Christmas ornament was the wee red truck with a tree on it as well. So
Yeah, we had to have it.
that's
didn't we?
why that's probably in the tree, because it reminds her of National Lampoon's.
That's probably exactly why that's on the tree. To be fair,
So
and the Jollywood one's nice and aesthetically pleasing because it's not as bright, whereas the red truck is quite. I mean, you've seen them, you've got them, so you would know.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Thank you kindly for sending that way, as well as obviously the copious amounts of caffeine, which is awesome, and you know the little blue pouches as well. I love it, and of course the hot chocolate, which I haven't stopped talking about to you guys since you sent them my way. I massively appreciate it, and so does Loz, to be fair, as well. And yep, those 2 ornaments are on our tree. We've got Disney on our tree, and they're pride of place. I do love the red truck and the tree. I'm with you there. That aesthetic is Christmas to me.
Yeah, it's lovely. So we're big on. We pick a specific paper per child before we send the presents to Santa, don't we? And Ayla's Christmas paper this year is the truck with the tree, but it's a pink truck and tree, and it's quite nice.
Nice, cool. That is cool.
So there's a theme.
Yeah, I love it. It's my kind of thing.
I just go along with it.
Christmas mornings as much to Darren as it is to the kids.
Look that Santa got me. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
So I get everything, send it all away, and then when it arrives on Christmas Eve, then yeah.
I'm shaking boxes to see what they are.
Darren doesn't know what it is.
That's the magic of Christmas, isn't it?
As I just sit back and it all kind of just happens.
You just sit back and hold the bin bag.
Nah. First thing I get is the bin bag out.
That's just the dad thing. I do exactly the same thing, and I specifically remember my dad doing that, and my mum laughing at him for doing that. And Loz does the same to me. She's like, "Oh, look, you're such a dad."
If I'm even up wrapped yet and you've got the bag ready, I'm ready for it.
But Christmas Eve, I always set up a box. It's like a basket, and it's got loads of batteries in it. It's got screwdrivers in it. It's got scissors. It's got black bags, all ready for Christmas morning because you don't know what's coming.
Yeah, that is a great tip for Christmas. I need to jump on that bandwagon because invariably you get something with batteries, they love it, and they're like, oh, it's not making the noise or it's not making the lights that it should do, and you think, oh no, I've got to find batteries in that one drawer where it's just somewhere.
Some of these new aren't just in the boxes with cable ties, they're in the boxes with screws.
Yeah.
Through the box, and it's like, my goodness, you're just making this even more difficult than it needs to be.
What happened to the double-sided sellotape just that you can rip off?
A&E last year, did it not?
No, 2 years ago you did, yeah. You were taking a doll out. Was that an American Girl doll or was it an Our Generation doll? It was one of those two, and he sliced his finger, so he was an A&E unboxing or for it. And they said, how did you do this? And he says, I was unboxing a doll. They said, you could have come up with a better story than that. Genuinely.
Oh dear. That does not sound like a fun boxing day.
I can't know it. 3 kids sometimes, not just 2.
It was that bit. See that there?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so Disney takes over Christmas as well.
It does. It really does. And 9 times out of 10 we normally gift them something, Disney, at Christmas.
Yeah.
So obviously spirit jerseys and things, but the friends that we went on holiday with have gifted them tickets to Disney on Ice.
Oh, and nice.
So that's a wee bit of a Disney fix as well in between trips. So it's trying to get that balance, isn't it? It's trying to get in your Disney fix in between.
I just want to be back in a plane right now.
How often you can get there and how often you can.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
This is hard this time. Really hard.
So what makes it the hardest Disney Blues post trip? Is it just due to the memories made, the quality of it, or is there anything specific that you got to put your finger on that you're just like, it's just been more difficult this time?
I think it was such a good trip, and it was a trip that was full of firsts for us still. So there was a lot of things that we done for the first time again, and it was just such a good trip. The kids loved it, as much as I love Halloween. The parks at Christmas time are second to none. There's no better way to see the parks, in my opinion, than Christmas time. So you had that, and then just coming away from it.
I think, as much as I love the parks during the day, I love the parks at night. Yeah. And we had more booked at night this time than we've had on previous trips.
Right.
And I think that helps. As much as I was a bit anxious about going, because obviously a lot of what was open last time we were there is now closed. So like America and things like that, or Dino Land, and don't even talk to me about dinosaur because I'm not over that and it's not even shut yet.
1st of February.
But I think going for your first time and seeing that, you'd be a wee bit like us last year when we went to Paris, or 2 years ago when we went to Paris. A lot of the Studios Park was closed. So I felt like I didn't make a connection with that park because I thought, oh, is this it?
Frustrated. A dead end. There shouldn't be a
but
dead
I
end.
also think
Disney park.
If you go to Disney for the first time in Orlando this year or next year, it might feel the same. I don't want that to feel the same for people because there is so much going to be closed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's different from yourself. I know you're going next year, Adam, but like, and you've been before, so you know what's there, you know what's coming and stuff like that. But for me personally, I think 2026 would be a miss if you were going to go for it personally. I think there's too much change going on just now. There's too much possibly coming in 2027. So I'd be trying to put it off for a year if you are planning that very first trip.
If you're not planning that first trip and you're a season pro and you know where you're going, you know what you want to do, and you've planned it to a T, that you're not going to miss these things unless you love certain rides. But we were the prime example of Splash Mountain. What are they doing? Why are they doing that? They don't need to do that. That's ridiculous. Get over it. But then Tiana's actually really good.
Yeah.
So it's one of these things like, don't fix what's not broken, but you can see why they're fixing it.
Don't mention broken roller coaster.
I'm not mentioning that. But the castle, even the castle, we were very much, why you paint the castle pink? Get a grip. That is not right. But then when we seen it for the first time, we were like, wow, that's gorgeous. And then now they're talking about taking it back. And I'm going, no.
That's happening next year.
I didn't want the castle to be pink in the first place, but now I don't want it to go back because I like it.
Yeah.
But then that's another thing to put into 2026. The castle's going to have cranes around it for a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the castle has had cranes around it. Loads. Loads. But I think for your first, that's the thing, don't be disheartened when you see it, because it's not going to be like that forever.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming, like with Cars Land and
the
new villains area.
Yeah.
You know what's coming. So.
But that's why it's like the first trip. People always say, "Oh, I need to go to Magic Kingdom. I need to go to Magic Kingdom. That's like the icon. That's the icon." But actually, that's none of our favourite parks.
Yeah.
Been so often that we think like other people are like, "Oh, that needs to be my favourite park because it's a castle." And
effect, like you still.
No, it does.
Every time you see that castle for the first time, you still, it does still take your breath away.
It's still magical. It's still an amazing park, but it's known where to look for the other things in the other parks, not just like people could go to Epcot, walk around the World Showcase and go, "Oh, that's it. This is rubbish."
Yeah.
But it's my second favourite park. It's probably your favourite park. And there's just so much more to it. So that's why you kind of need people to kind of guide you.
You're so doing the Billy Connolly thing here. Start talking about what we're in a different.
I know it starts with something else.
Yeah, it was just that good a trip. It was really tough this time.
Yeah.
It was, and then just.
But also because we're going to not see a lot of this the next time we go back.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, like Rock and Roller Coaster.
That's where I was going with.
Dinosaur. It's tough to think that's our last ride in Dinosaur. So that was a sore one. So yeah.
There's a lot of rides I couldn't do this time, which really upset me because I like a Rock and Roller Coaster, and to know that I'm never going to get to do that again, as it was, it's horrible. And people might say, "Oh, that just sounds so entitled," but if it's something you love and it's something you do every time you go, then it does hit hard a wee bit, doesn't it? It hits you when you least expect it.
And I think with the Blues, see, because it wasn't a planned trip. It kind of materialised, the fact that, we got the opportunity where, like, what Ashley's been dealing with, that, we weren't expecting to go. So I think the fact that we got to go, it was at Christmas time, it was just so good with our friends, and just, there was a lot of firsts. So I think that's made it hit harder this time as well.
Yeah, because I think sometimes when you go with family, as much as it's great to spend time with family, they don't have the same connection with Disney or the same likes you do. And whereas we went with people who feel exactly the same way, no, they've not been as much as we have, but they feel exactly the same way about things as we do with regards to going to the parks and doing different things. So that really helped.
Want to be up for rope drop and stuff like that, and want to pick at night, Whereas a lot of times with my family, it's been one or the other, or sometimes neither happens.
Which is fine, because it's their holiday as well, if that's what they want to do. But it's good to find like-minded people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'd said, "Oh, do you mind if we're maybe going to try and book lightning lanes for this day? Is that okay?" And they're like, "Listen, you know what you're doing. You do what you do, and we'll just follow suit." So it was very much like that for the majority of the holiday, and they said that was one of their best holidays because of that.
And so
because they had somebody to follow.
Just everything combined just made that one pretty hard to go over.
Yeah.
Still. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can imagine. And like, remember when you mentioned to me, Darren, that you were going to go on this in November, and it was weeks out. We're not talking like months out, which is like your standard sort of like Disney trip planning and stuff. You were like weeks out. Oh no, we are going to have the opportunity to do it, and just having that short window to be able to gear yourself up for it that just must have made the adrenaline rush of getting out there and the feeling of being out there, because it wasn't like a guarantee, it was unexpected, and that obviously lends itself to the magic when you're out there as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was just I
think when we changed, so last Christmas when we were talking about getting the kids things for Disney or Disney related for Christmas, last Christmas we gave them a trip to Paris.
Awesome.
And then I was obviously diagnosed, and we didn't know when treatment and things would start, so it was very, they'll give you some sort of Disney, all we said was we are going to Disney.
Yeah.
We Paris, because then we could turn it to be Disney on Ice if we had to, or we could turn it to be whatever. But then when I was told I couldn't go to Paris because of treatment, we then thought, right, well, what do we do? Do we set ourselves another goal? So we'd actually set ourselves a goal of going back to Orlando in November, but we hadn't, it was never booked, it was never in, and it was just in our heads. And I think that mindset got us through the last year.
Yeah.
And when our friends had said they wanted to go, but also not just the fact they wanted to go, that they wanted to take us.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They said, whether that's this year, whether it's next year, we're willing to wait, we'll all go back together. When we go back, we'll go back together. Right, okay. And then when the oncologist said to me, you can go your holiday, you could have knocked me off. I was not expecting to be allowed to go. So for me, that just made it as well. And I think that's what made it hard to come home, because you were there for that special trip. And this time last year, you didn't know where you were going to be.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It was so hard. But then having the focus of planning a Disney trip, whether we were going that Disney trip or not, it wouldn't have bothered me. Obviously, it would have bothered me.
I'd have still been planning.
But we'd have, you'd have been planning theirs. But at the same time, having that in the back of your head, focusing on something else other than your diagnosis really, really helped. And I think that's why I heard so much of other people's planning, because it's got me through what we've been through in the last year, and it's been good to help other people and turn it into positive rather than a negative.
Yeah. I mean, you just saying that out loud, given everything that you've gone through in the last year, knowing that, like, stripping back the novelty and the material side of Disney, like, there's a higher benefit of being the type of Disney fans that we are, and being involved in this sort of entertainment business, because it's just it lends to distractions and welcome distractions for real life scenarios that are going on. And the fact that helped you through, both of you helped you through what was obviously a pretty unpredictable and traumatic year is just incredible to hear. Incredible.
A week away from technically what should have been our 60th day out was when I was told that we could go. So obviously 60 days, we've spoken about that earlier, but that is a massive deal when you're going on holiday. So to get that the week before it was like all systems go, wasn't it? It was quick, get planning evenings in, get this, get that, find out whatever videos for this restaurant or that restaurant to see if they want to do it or if they don't want to do it. And well, that was a pretty crazy week, to be fair, but we couldn't ask for a better week.
Yeah.
But we probably weren't going to get to go, so yeah.
I bet you were jumping up and down, and the family as a whole were bouncing off the walls, right?
I could have kissed my oncologist. I could have.
I can imagine.
And see where we get like all the oncology meetings and things, and you talk to your oncologist directly across from that. You can see where you get your chemotherapy, and you build up such a bond and such a relationship with these staff nurses. So see when I went out, I gave every single one of them a cuddle, and they were like, "I take it you're allowed to go on holiday." I was like, "Yeah, I'm allowed to take them all."
Oh, I love it. I love it.
People in there still getting the treatment and stuff like that, so you're trying to keep it.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it as
low key as you can, because we've had some good news, but there's people that maybe aren't as fortunate as us to get some good news along the road. So we're trying to keep it on a kind of level plane.
Yeah, absolutely. And but I mean, just inside, you must have been over the moon. I'm so happy, honestly. Like I've said to you when you said it to me, I was like, I feel like as happy and as excited for you guys as if I was sat in that living room with you, because just I knew how amazing this trip was really going to be. Even if it was like all systems go in 60 days out, all of a sudden you've got to try and plan a whole trip in 60 days.
And as much as that sounds like a hardship, it was a welcomed hardship.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
I was
Great. Oh.
delighted.
And I think that actually put the pressure on, didn't it? Because I think it's probably, I say that was hard, but it was probably easier to do because you don't overthink it for weeks before days. So I don't know how easy it would be if someone was to message us and say, we're going to Florida next week, can you book me restaurants? I don't know how easy that would be.
Yeah.
But
Depends what time of the year it is.
but yeah,
Chicken guy, there's availability.
no. No. I'd make you go to Chef Mickey's before Chicken Guy, and that's saying something.
Yeah. We're not Chef Mickey fans in this household.
No, same here. That is like far too much chaos for me.
Oh no, being once at the Dragon, twice, never again.
Especially now that you have to finish your dinner and then go and queue to meet Mickey. He doesn't come around the tables anymore, so... No.
Apparently that happens at Crystal Palace now as well. One of the post
Not for me.
parties standing at the
Really?
entrance.
No, that's not the interactive sort of meal that you're. That's just like a meet and greet line outside your restaurant, and you've enjoyed your food sort of thing, and that just loses all kinds of magic there.
Yeah, so you pay what, $65 for a character meal, but you've still got to wait in the queue anyway.
No, that's not for me.
Nah.
That's why I love Garden Grill, because you know.
Yeah.
Don't give the idea. Start that.
I love that place.
They'll put those toilets aside, and what they'll do is they'll put Mickey and Chip and Dale in there, so you only meet Pluto.
Yeah.
Walk around and meet all day.
We've already decided we're doing Garden Grill on our next visit. We've never done it this one, but we're going to do it on our next visit.
Oh, good move. Yeah, definitely.
I do love it.
It was one of the very first character breakfasts I had on my first trip to Disney.
Don't remember the first time we done it as a family though. They were doing it was the 50th, and they did that lemonade, and you put the sparkly Minnie Mouse into it. Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, the kids were like, "Oh, I need that," and it was like $8 or something per glass. So we're like, right, fine, okay. And then they put it in. They just wanted to see it swirl, and they took a drink and went, "I don't like that."
Yeah. Penny did exactly the same thing in 22. You're just like, can I also just get a water, please? Because she doesn't like a drink.
Honestly, it's horrendous.
The things you do out there, they know what they're doing. They know how to sell a drink.
Yep.
The thing is, all the time they can take all my money all they want. Because
give them an idea.
I will always give the mouse my money.
Yeah, 100%. I think, we are the target audience.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right, let's get into this trip, because you mentioned it was a magical one, and you didn't want to come home from it. And in this trip, as well, with all of my sort of recaps that we've done here on Devonshire Dis, it's all about the highlights. So I want to hear all about this trip's highlights in 2025. Let's start with first award of the evening: the favourite ride or attraction.
This hits hard. You go first, because I can't say mine.
Dinosaur.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Same.
Just because I knew it was my last time on it. It's always been one of our family's favourites. We do it every time, and but just to think that that's the last time. If we're giving it awards and stuff like that, Dinosaur. I don't know what they'll do with it. I've got a feeling it'll be the same track, the same ride vehicle. And they'll just retheme it to Indiana Jones, which I think will work. I think it will work. But it's not going to be Dinosaur. I mean, I still refer to it as well as Countdown to Extinction. I still remember it from those days.
No, but even this is how sad we are. So, when we had friends over doing our planning for the next trip the other night, on Saturday night, we put a Disney quiz on YouTube because, again, that's how sad we are. And it wasn't even questions. It was, where am I? And it was literally pictures of walls or wallpaper or I don't even know, a carpet. And one of them came up and I was like, dinosaur. And they were like, what? Yeah, dinosaur. Yeah, it was a carpet and dinosaur. I'm not go.
Oh, amazing. It's a ride, isn't it? It is a ride. I can't believe that we went March 20. No. When was the last? Yeah, March 24 it was. And to think it's been that long, since the trip, but also that was the last time we were able to ride Dinosaur, and then all of a sudden it was announced that it wasn't come back. I was like, no.
Well, even like in memory of Dinosaur, we were actually looking for, and as much as it's a memory of Dinosaur, it's technically because of Tower of Terror, but the keychain, the viral keychain, the pull and yellow strap keychain, could not get it anywhere.
Really?
No, couldn't get it anywhere. So I've now commissioned Magic Maker Ears to make me one.
Good shout.
So she's going to do it.
Yeah.
But that's, we had to do something to commemorate Dinosaur, so we did buy a dinosaur bottle.
They were doing like a bottle thing that I'd never seen before, so I thought, this gift shop's not going to be here for much longer, so I'm having one of those. So I brought one of those home with us. But yeah, it's 1st of February, apparently the last operation day.
Is it? Wow. So it's weeks. It is weeks away. Anyone who's out there now, or anyone who's out there in January, just do it on a loop. Do it as many times as you can.
The thing is, it's never got a long wait. 25 minutes.
But I bet you the last 2 weeks in January, that is going to be busier than Flight of Passage.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, everybody kind of just accepted it was there. And, it was always a 10, 15-minute wait. But then the minute it's disappearing, everybody's like, oh, no, I need to go on it. That's another one I'd bring back in a heartbeat.
That's what I don't get about Splash Mountain, though. It was always busy. Yet they changed it. Anyway,
so
that's another pick.
Sad about Dinosaur.
It's a good pick to start us off, though, because that is a phenomenal ride. And I haven't even seen Indy in Cali, and apparently, that's going to be either the design element for it, or it's going to be something close to it. I think it's going to be a different story or overlay, which is good, because you want change for people who do coast to coast. But please let it be somewhat close to Countdown to Extinction and Dinosaur for us.
I think it'll be like probably the best example to use is the Simpsons ride at Universal that took over.
Yes,
that's just the exact same, ride, movements and stuff like that, but just different screens. So I think it will be along the lines of, they'll just retheme the entirety of it, but I very much think the actual ride vehicle will stay the same. The movements and everything like that will be very, very similar. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
So is Splash.
I'm looking forward to it, but I will miss Dinosaur. But it's just one of these things where you have to accept change happens, and but
they know what they're doing, don't they? They know what they're doing.
Absolutely, yeah,
so,
yeah. In trust for sure. I think it'll be a hit. It's a shame to lose that dinosaur aspect in that whole park, because it's part of the original thought process of it. Hopefully they're able to bring some sort of Easter egg or something along the dino line in that park, because I think it still needs to be there.
I hope they keep the pipes that are the ketchup. They've got to.
That would be a good nod for those who know.
They can't get rid of that, because that is one of the if you know, you know.
Yeah. Things,
isn't it?
That'll do. Keep that, and somehow Dr. Seeker somewhere.
Yeah. With the puppet, we need the puppet still. The puppet needs to.
Actually, just make teddies of those and put them in the gift shop, and then that could be the nod to it.
That would sell. I would buy.
That would sell it, right, wouldn't it?
As I said, I had no interest in buying anything, and then I seen that bottle, and I was like, I like a bottle, and it's a dinosaur bottle.
And we get DVC discount on it, so that made it even better.
Yeah, that helps.
So, I'm having one of them, so that come home with us.
Yeah.
There's our little nod, so it's on we've got a kind of shelving unit at the top of the stairs. It's got like little Disney trinkets on it, so back from this trip we kind of redone it, so it's got my Safari Trek bottle on it, the dinosaur one, got my Nautilus from Trader Sam's on it now, and the pirate mug from Beacon Barrel, so it's kind of...
None of my stuff.
Yeah, it's all...
all his stuff.
You need another shelf.
I don't have anything.
I love it. All right, this is a great start. Right, let's move on to award number 2. Favourite daytime show?
Go. Because you're not copying my answer.
I never copied your last time. Favourite daytime show?
You don't like any of the daytime shows?
I don't really have a favourite daytime show. I'm not really a...
Oh, really?
Go to them.
I don't like... the Beauty and the Beast live stage would probably be the kind of better one for me, but I tend not to even go to it anymore because I get dragged to it as a kid so many times, and then when I dragged to it. So
I think we look at it a different perspective now. So when I take the kids into shows, you're always walking about getting video footage.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
So, like, instead of not wasting time, because that's not the right word, but that's valuable time that you could be walking about just taking random videos of anything.
So your favorite daytime show is the atmosphere, the location, the location itself.
It's 20 minutes of peace and quiet to myself.
I love it.
Thanks.
So yeah, but you know, if they're in, it probably would be my favourite, the Beauty and the Beast live stage.
I love it.
Love the way it's done. I've got such fond memories of it. Like when I was a young kid, even though I get dragged to it like 2 or 3 times a day by my parents.
Maybe not that much.
No, it was genuinely. That's why I can't even go near Lion King anymore because it's just too traumatic. Yeah, but when we were there this trip, you know, Jonathan, Michelle, and were there, so they went in with the kids, and as Ashley says, I just wandered about. Hollywood Studios, just getting some videos and stuff like that, and just 20 minutes to myself.
See, mine's isn't shows though. Mine's is just live entertainment in general.
If you're talking about live entertainment in general, you know,
walking down Main Street and the Dapper Dan's being there,
Dapper Dan.
or just anything like that, or the piano outside Casey's, just anything like that. These wee spots of magic that you just come across that aren't scheduled, they aren't timed, they just happen.
I like the Green Army men for going down that.
Yeah. Just the wee things that
I do miss the actors and like comedians that they used to have at the streets at Hollywood streets
and stuff like.
Often they're still there. They're still technically there and listed as being there, but you don't see them that often anymore. That used to be quite good for Hollywood studios, just walking down the streets and you know they're reenacting classic scenes and stuff like that. So
they would take the mick out of you for what hat you were wearing, or
I like that, but I'd be Beauty and the Beast live stage for me would be the kind of better daytime one for me.
Yeah, and I've just got a rubbish answer. Just live entertainment, just Dapper Dans, pianos.
The cadaver dance.
The cadaver dance are good at the Halloween part.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I don't think that's a rubbish answer. I think that's an amazing answer. I think like that's what makes Disney parks less a theme park and more of a interactive experience, isn't it? Like that's what it's all about. That's what the magic really is.
Yeah, so I'd seen someone the other day on Facebook had videoed Grayson, who's one of the piano players outside Casey's, and she must go often, and he must know her favourite song, and as soon as he spotted her there, he started playing it.
Amazing.
And I was that's not just a job to that guy, that's he loves what he does.
Grayson, the one that just got the new blue name badge, because he gets so many cast compliments and stuff like that, they get upgraded to a blue. So yeah, he's deserved that.
Yeah, I think there's just so many, even like the citizens of Main Street, the citizens of Hollywood, they used to remember people that would walk by as well. If you'd walk by them 3 times in the one day, they're like, oh, you're here again? Just wee silly things that makes you feel,
and amongst those thousands of people,
special, and amongst that's probably made their day, made their year, made their entire Disney trip. Just something that probably takes that person 2 seconds to remember them has made their trip.
I had something similar to that. It was a long time ago, long time ago, not to show my age, but it was the British Invasion, you know, the band that was in the UK Pavilion back in the day.
When I walked there.
So good. So good. And I remember going to see that and afterwards just having a chat with them and saying like how amazing it was. And then I came back another day and it was like maybe a week later, just another time, and I was like, I'll go and check it out again, and straight away remembered. Came up to me after the show and was just like, what did you think this time, and great that you're coming back and supporting us, and so on and so forth. And then I got to host them just like I can't remember what it was something they were doing for like the 100 Years of Magic, where it was just like, you know, like a they pick someone out at random and give them like the opportunity to do different things in different locations. And one of them was obviously introduce the British invasion, and apparently one of the band members spoke to a cast member and said like, oh, you need to ask him to introduce us for this next time. So the third time we did that, I was able to introduce them, which is just like all these years later, I still remember it as like a magical moment. And that's the best type of magic in those sort of parts of me, for sure.
That's what makes it.
Yeah.
Like along the same lines, see how we're talking about daytime entertainment, see anyone that's there just now with the Festival of the Hollies going on, they should go into each pavilion, because each pavilion's got their own version of Santa.
Yeah.
Some of them are amazing. So,
Or the Merry Menagerie, Animal Kingdom. That is the best.
Puppets.
I actually put a short on YouTube today. The best holiday overlay ever. Anywhere.
And it's now got its own merchandise line.
Love it.
Got an entire
Does it?
Spirit jerseys and everything.
But to the point where Orla was so bored one time, I say bored in Disney World, but you know what kids get like, they just get fed up if they've been standing waiting. So she had a bubble once and she was lying on the ground and she was just making a big mountain out of bubbles. And this woman who had the penguins come up and was like, oh, you've made me bubbles, you've made me this, you've made me that. And it was just that wee interaction was just so nice.
That was cool. But Walt Pass photographer, they're just taking random pictures.
Yeah.
So they just come up to us after it and goes, and we just totally natural random shots that they'd taken
I
of
didn't even realise they were
the
there.
girls interacting with these. So yeah, there's so much live entertainment during the day and stuff like that. But
That's a big thing for me, over shows.
Yeah, I like that answer. I'll allow that answer for daytime show.
Thanks.
Because it was so magical. Okay, this is a big one because there's so many opportunities now, and looks like it's increasing as well, which is good. Favorite character interactions.
Right, do you want me? We didn't do many characters this time.
we didn't really do many characters this time at all.
My all-time favourite of all time, though, not just this trip. There is one in this trip, but my all-time favourite is Cinderella's Royal Table. And Ayla was not playing ball at all for a photo. Not at all. So Ariel sat on the ground and put her on her knee. And she was like pretending to tickle her, but she was moving her hands away from her face at the same time. It's like, that is someone who just loves doing what they do.
Yeah.
Ariel was amazing.
And the photographs we got were incredible.
That must have been one of the first trips we ever took together.
No, that was the year we got married.
Was it?
Because
Was it
we
that
never had
late?
we never had Orlan with us. That was the year we got married. This time though, I came out of bride queue. I was fed up waiting. This was one day that we weren't privileged and had lightning lanes and couldn't walk by everybody else and go bye. Oh, I was bored. So I came out and I was walking by. Do you know where Starlight Cafe is, and the Cheshire, where you get the Cheshire Cat tail in Magic Kingdom, where
Yep.
just as I was walking down there, I thought, oh, I'm going to go in. I went in to wash my hands because I just did not. Theme parks and in to wash my hands. Just as I was walking into the bathrooms, the Mad Hatter came out.
Oh, cool.
I was looking. I get awkward at character interactions. I don't like it. I do not like it because I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. So there was a telephone, a pay telephone right beside me, and I went, oh, look, it's ringing, and he picked it up and he answered it and he went, it's for you, and gave me a phone. And I was like, well, I couldn't have went to one of the, oh, look, it's for you. I was like, he put it up to me and I went, ha, kidding, and ran away. I was like, oh. I never even had a camera. That would have been like, go for YouTube. But no, didn't have a camera, nothing. I just was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I texted you, didn't I? You were in Winnie the Pooh, Orla.
I've been Orla and Winnie the Pooh.
And I texted you and I was like, that is crazy, that's just happens and I don't know what. It was like a whirlwind.
Yeah, but no, we didn't do many interactions this. We went in to Communicore Hall and they met, the big guys.
Yeah, they did. They met the three. We did a character. We did Topolino's. The character interactions at Topolino's were good, actually.
Yeah. Oh, they're always good in my opinion.
Donald always seems to be the best one, though.
Oh, Donald's awesome.
All seems to be action, like regardless of where you go. There was one time we were at Cape May Cafe, and instantly fed up the autograph books. They've done the autograph books to death. We've done the photo frames. So this time we got a book, and it was just a character book. It was like an A to Z of Disney characters, and we've got quite a lot of them actually signed now. And one of them was Donald. But the page before that was Daisy. So he was flicking back and he was like swooning over Daisy.
Yeah, sitting,
Amazing.
He sat and he drew love hearts round. Like, she'd already signed it, but he was sitting drawing love hearts round her name and things like that.
just sitting looking into her eyes and stuff. It was.
It's a wee thing like that. Whereas some character interactions, I feel sometimes you feel a bit, at some of the dinings, you feel a bit rushed.
Yeah.
You doing? I wouldn't say
No.
Topolino should.
Kate May, in my opinion, is one of the best character diners to do.
Mm.
Because it is one that kind of flies under the radar.
Not now, it doesn't.
No, not now.
You're the second person to say it on the podcast, actually, because Luke on the Disload, he swears by Kate May as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, the food's incredible as well. It's like so good.
But this is another thing. So this person that we were planning for actually said to me, "Oh, can I not do dinner there?" I says, "Well, you can, but it's not character." So that's another thing. It's trying to work out what character breakfasts and what's character all day and things like that. So yeah, I think when it is just a specific time for character dinings, that's when you don't feel as rushed.
No.
And you think rushed because so many people are trying to get that booking because it is only a slot. But no, I think, yeah, I would say Kate May is the best character interactions, Topolino's, and then that random Mad Hatter just, I don't even know where he came from.
And Ariel from years ago that still sticks in her head. That was just. So it was. But
That's about it, I think. There wasn't really many this time.
not at this time, no. We were just kind of. Not that the girls are kind of grown out of it, but.
I think they feel like me. They feel awkward.
Oh yeah, they whereas I love it. I'd go and do it all again. Like Chippendale Rescue Rangers is still one of my favourite ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Childhood.
Well, that was the day after Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, and Chip knocked one of their tiaras off their head and picked it up and tried to put it on their own head, remember?
And then run about after me, so yeah.
I love it. That sounds very Chippendale. Yeah. Good answers. I like that. That sounds very Mad Hatter as well. If anyone was going to do that, it's definitely the Mad Hatter. So I'm glad he was like incredibly in character at that moment.
Awkward.
It would have been. I would have been awkward as well. Probably wouldn't have let go of the phone for about half an hour, still trying to figure it out as well. Right, on to the next one. We've got favourite nighttime spectacular.
There's only one answer.
Oh, okay, only one. Interesting. I wonder if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Fantasmic.
Yeah.
Every single
Yes.
The answer.
Yes. Of course it is.
There's nothing comes close to it, in my opinion. We actually didn't get to see Starlight this year.
Really?
Just the days kept getting away from us, and then with the party being on as well, there was a lot of nights that we lost.
Easily happens, yeah.
The parties were every second night when we were there, so that really ate up. And then 60 days out, when you're booking your reservations and things, you should take that into account, but you don't really take that into account. And then...
Excuse me, can you just go back? I do take it into consideration.
No, but then you need to see, and you get this to do and that to
Yeah, I
do.
forgot about the parade. But
And it's just...
there was no dining reservations that had to be cancelled.
But do you not think, though, that this just proves that you can't do it all?
No, that's true.
We say to people, no matter, like, they're like, oh, this is my one and only trip, I need to do it all. It's like, we've been, don't know how many times, but we've never done it all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like, you can't do it all. There's no way possible you can do it all.
so the Starlight we'll do the next time. It's going to be another first for us the next time. So, but yeah, Fantasmic, hands down the best nighttime show that there's ever been and ever will be.
And our friends had never done it.
Yeah, our friends had
Oh,
never seen
wow,
it.
really?
So-
That must have been an experience.
Yeah.
But it was also one of those ones, like I was talking about earlier, about recommending a restaurant or recommending a Chinese restaurant to someone and they don't like it. What if they... Fantasmic is very old school. It's very nostalgic.
Oh, it's the
Like water projections.
the way
Who
it's
does
done
that?
with water projections is just insane.
But it's insane because it's old school.
And then they obviously have tweaked it over the past few years. They've got Moana in it now. They've got Frozen in it.
Literally, that's the only up-to-date thing they've done, though.
But it's even something's that perfect.
But see, if you were to watch Starlight one night and go and see Fantasmic the next, would you still feel the same if it's your first time?
Yeah, because Fantasmic's is just about as perfect as it gets.
It's true. It is true.
It is, but I think no. If looking at it from a first timer point of view, now don't get me wrong, if they said Fantasmic was finishing, I'd be the first in the plane to go and see it.
to there just to get once more.
But from a first timer point of view, it'd be very interesting to get their take on it. I mean, we typed it up so much to friends that they couldn't not like it. But looking at the technology and some of the things that they're doing now, like in certain drone shows that they used to do at Disney Springs that are now no longer there.
Still not a patch and fantastic.
No, it's not. It's not. And then the time we were there, the boat didn't work, and they were all on the big mountain at the back. That was fun to see.
Yeah,
I think I saw that once. How long ago was that? Do you remember when that was?
2024.
No, 3. We never went in 24.
No, we did go in 24.
Did we?
We got the hurricane.
Most of it did. I think it was the 50th anniversary trip.
That was interesting to see how they did that when the boat wasn't.
Like the family that we've just done the booking for, they're doing the Fantasmic dining package, which is something I'd love to do. And we had planned it for this trip because our friend was celebrating his 50th birthday while we were there. So I'd planned, we'd do the dining package there and then go there because I've never done it before. But because there were 7 of us, we couldn't get sci-fi because it wouldn't accommodate a booking of 7, which I was never aware until I tried to do it. So
that's something you didn't know that we learned.
Same as Lucelli. Lucelli was only up to a table of 6 at the time. So we never ever got that done. So that's a first as well that we need to get done. I want to do the dining package and just experience the whole thing.
Yeah, we did it in 24. We went to the Disney Junior breakfast at Hollywood and Vine. So we did that. Put that in. It was one of our character ones that we had on our list. That mainly because Penny and Noah were at that age when it came to Disney Junior. It also had Goofy, so it was good for me as well. And it was nice to just be able to stroll up and know that you had like front and center spot, and you could take your time trying to find somewhere to put the stroller, because that is one thing about Fantasmic, which is just chaos and will never change.
Not so much dropping it off, it's picking it up at the end.
Yeah.
But that night we seen Fantasmic was a night we had Jollywood, which actually was incredible because they took us down a different lane to get out.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
So if you had your wristband on, they took you a different... So basically you came out in between the Beauty and the Beast Theatre and the shop.
Yeah, what's the name of that shop again? I can't remember. But you come out
The
basically.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, you come out there instead of down towards the front of the park.
Really? I didn't even know there was a pathway down there.
Yeah, so it was quite cool to see as well.
It was,
Yeah.
Because we were kind of thinking to ourselves, we're going to have to fight the crowds back up here.
Swimming back upstream to get back in.
But no, if you've got Jollywood wristband, stay to the left.
That definitely helped.
The right, sorry, the right.
Yeah, that definitely helped.
But yeah, Fantasmic. You could ask me that question in 50 years' time and I'd still say Fantasmic.
But it's also a theatre I think you can sit in and there's not a bad seat.
No.
Yeah, no, there isn't. There really isn't. No.
Like, there is those that I would say you could go to and you could have like restricted viewing, like Indiana Jones. There's a few places I think it's quite restricted sitting there, but Fantasmic, no. I think you could sit anywhere. Apart, we sat in the front 2 rows first about 2 years ago and we got absolutely soaked.
I can imagine. Yeah, if the wind's not right.
That night because of how windy it was.
And
get to the point where it gets cancelled quite a bit.
But no matter where you sit, it's still a good view.
It's the greatest thing ever. Sorcerer Mickey's finest.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that ending will never be topped.
Yeah.
It won't be.
Yeah.
No.
But as we say, see if they were ever to say, such and such, this is going to be the last show, we'd probably be in a plane for a weekend trip.
Back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would be with you.
Just to do it.
Definitely.
Don't get me wrong, if we were in a position, I'd probably go back over for a weekend and just do Dinosaur.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Just on repeat.
Yeah.
Just leave me on here.
Yeah, then on. Yeah, Fantasmic is, even from seeing it as a young boy, it's just fantastic. There's no words. Like, see, when you try and describe it to someone, you can't actually describe it because it's just you have to see it with your own eyes, basically. You could talk about it and describe it, it's water projections with animation and songs. But
even videos, like we've got our own Fantasmic video on YouTube and it doesn't do it justice.
No.
Like, no video of Fantasmic does it justice. Yeah, they're all great, but they don't show you as it is.
Yeah, definitely.
So good.
Needs to be witnessed. Put it on your list if you're heading over there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right, this one, this is an interesting one because it always changes, and everyone I've spoken to said, like, yeah, it was this time, but maybe not necessarily the time before. The only time I ever get like a consistent answer for this is the people who are like a bit like Luke and Kev as well, that say like it's Magic Kingdom every time. Magic Kingdom will always be my favorite overall park because of what it means, because of the nostalgia. Yeah. It's the main park, so on and so forth. But what about you guys? Overall favorite park for this trip?
Well, it's this trip and every trip. It's Epcot for me, but
Epcot.
Touched on that because of my working experience in there, and I love being in Epcot. I love the festivals, especially for me. I love the festivals they do, and as I've already touched on, the festival, so the Christmas one. What was it called? Yeah, Festival of the Holidays. I'm mind blank now. It's so good to go around and see all the different Santas and everything like that, and how that story's told round about the world. But yeah, for me, it's always going to be Epcot. I just there's no two ways about it. Does it have the best rides? No. Is it the best park? Probably not. But for me, it just holds that place that it's always going to be there for me. It's my favourite park. So yeah, Epcot for me every day of the week. So I can't see past it.
My answer's always the same though. My answer's always Hollywood Studios. Always.
Really?
Every day of the week, Hollywood Studios. Although, this might throw a spanner in the works because as much as I don't like Animal Kingdom, it's not my favourite park. Not at all. But it's got my favourite ride. It's got the favourite food. It's got the favourite Merry Menagerie. It's got the favourite ambience. So how is that not my favourite park?
That's the only one that you can answer.
This is what I don't understand. But there's something about it, and is it just the humidity?
Oh, it's easily 5 or 10 degrees warmer than most of the other parks.
It's so much warmer.
It is, yeah.
Park.
So what makes Hollywood Studios your favourite then?
Nostalgic.
Mm.
I think it's the nostalgic purposes. I think it's the fact that Tower of Terror's there. That's always it's our first ride of every holiday apart from this one.
Yeah. It's genuinely our first ride.
I'm not a Star Wars fan, but Galaxy's Edge I am blown away by.
Rise of the Resistance is just, it's visually, technology-wise, it's easily the best thing at Disney World.
Even walking about, there's not really much live entertainment, I'd say, as such in Hollywood Studios. There used to be, but just walking about and hearing the music.
It was quite good this year because it was all Christmas music.
Yeah.
You know, it was all the old style, like all I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus. You know, blaring out and stuff like that. You know, it was. Yeah, Hollywood Studios came close to being my favourite of the holiday.
I think even with the kids, I think this year they felt Hollywood Studios was their favourite because we were sitting in the car the other day and I don't know what was Christmas music on, but the playlist must have finished and it just started playing random Christmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
But there were like 40s, 50s and 60s and they were like, this is a reminds me of being Hollywood Studios, but it wasn't even songs that were played there. It was just, I think it's just that...
Kind of general sounds.
The sounds and it's always our first park.
Yeah, it's always the first park. We go to the trip and Tower of Terror's normally always first. But this year we were up so early, we were there for rope drop, which was surprising because it was our first
day. We went early entry, never mind rope drop.
And we just went straight to Rise and was on it in 5 minutes. So
amazing.
So it's like we had to throw things up in the air a wee bit and change the routine slightly, change the traditions.
And we decided quite late that we were going to do lightning lanes for the first day. So my lightning lanes that I managed to get weren't that brilliant. So we kind of had to
But we already had Tower of Terror for, what was it, like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock or something. So we thought, right, well, if we've got that, then why not just jump round to Rise? And then we're like, should we be doing this? Because this isn't what we normally do. And
I'm quite superstitious, so I was like, oh no, this is going to ruin the holiday. This is...
But we did for our breakfast and that was even better.
Had some random vodka cocktail
you went to
Ronto Roasters.
Ronto Wrap, didn't you?
Ronto Wrap.
See, I've not had that yet, but I need to experience that.
These two, so you need to have the breakfast one and the lunch one.
Are they different?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
turkey sausage, ham,
Egg.
and a kind of egg omelette kind of style thing in it.
Right.
And the one sausage, turkey, and it's got this coleslaw. Oh my!
But we say lunch. That was about 10 o'clock. You had
Yeah.
that, so that
I think you know the both
switches
at the
over
same
quite
time.
early. I think.
Okay.
Don't. But yeah, definitely try both.
Yeah, I like a Toronto wrap.
That's next trip. For us.
The first meal of the holiday I had as well.
Yeah, it was.
So,
Apart from the chicken tenders the night before.
but yeah, Epcot for me, just because nostalgia. Because I spent a year there.
That's fair enough. Like when you're employed by the mouse and you're spending your time there, there's a reason why that's going to be up there for the park. And I like the Hollywood Studio answer because like I look back as from childhood, and Hollywood Studios will always be MGM to me. As matters, even though they're trying to throw as much of MGM in the bin as possible.
Well, do you know?
It's still MGM.
And Ayla said to me, "Are we still going to a normal first park?" And I went, "Yeah, MGM." And I went, "Oh no, wait, Hollywood Studios." And she looked at me as if, "What is MGM?" And I was like, "Have I taught you nothing?"
And then we do an animation courtyard, but they've took down there, and you're like,
I know.
"Oh, it's been there for."
I mean, the arch looked nothing, but it meant something.
Yeah, you realise how much it meant when it's not there.
It was a big brown rectangle with a hole in the middle. That's all it was. When you look
That's
at
it.
pictures, it meant it was like the Sorcerer Mickey hat when they took that away. That just.
That hurt.
And then they're trying to bring it back in smaller form in animation courtyard. That's not going to look right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think the animation courtyard thing is genius. That's something that needed to turn animation into that area.
Yep.
But keep the rectangle.
Yeah, there's no reason to move it.
There wasn't.
We thought that's where Bluey was going to go, but no. Bluey's going into Animal Kingdom.
Don't understand that one.
Apparently they're going to have some Australian animals round about the Bluey meet and greet. That's just...
I think thing might be temporary for them. Because when it was first announced Bluey, they were talking about animation courtyard down there with the Disney Junior. That's where he would fit in.
She,
yeah.
Who's a girl?
Yeah. It's big. Well, okay.
You don't clearly
Sorry to all the Bluey fans out there that's listening.
I get that mixed up with Kevin as well.
Yeah.
We actually never seen.
No,
Haven't you? I do like a little Kevin meet.
And the other one that wasn't out, what is that girl in Animal Kingdom that's dressed as the Ivy?
Oh.
What's her name? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Is it Vizzy?
Vine.
Divine.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one.
But that's
Yes.
Oh,
Well, that's because she's hiding in plain sight.
She is, but
Yeah, I just didn't feel there was a lot out in Animal Kingdom because the Merry Menagerie were out.
yeah, but you would have the mini menagerie over it all anyway.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause it's
I
for me.
think that's probably why we didn't see any of that, because it was round about the same kind of area.
I know I said merchandise line that's going along with it, but I was surprised to see it, but in one way I wasn't, because I was also surprised that it's taken them so long.
That's true.
Yeah, they had the Spirit jersey, they had the penguin, but I didn't see any other
They had like
plushies.
t-shirts and
I didn't see the
lounge
plushies though.
lounge flies.
Aye, didn't see the plushies though. But, yeah, it was nice. It's nice to see, and it's nice to see everybody interacting with it as well, not just walking. Because it's obviously at that entrance right in front of the tree where people are trying to beeline it to where they need to go, but they were all stopping and taking pictures, and yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that's on our future to-do list for sure. Just heading over there at that time of year when you're able to experience that, because it does look fantastic.
Yeah.
Extra busy.
Oh, I bet it is.
The first week was insane crowds. I didn't realise how big a holiday Veterans Day is in America.
Oh, it's big. Yeah, it's big.
That caught me off a bit, Gard.
Like
But
a 2-hour wait to get into Character Warehouse at Vineland that day as well. I was like, no chance.
the crowds were insane. I mean, there was days where we actually come away from the parks because it was so busy. Playing Epcot, like the food and wine, each stand had like a 20-25 minute wait for food. You know, it gets to the point where it's not enjoyable. So you're as well, instead of trying to stick it out and, you know, not being miserable, but you know what I mean, being rated with the views and stuff like that, you're as well taking yourself away from it. So we normally do that if it does get to that point. It doesn't happen very often,
Plans, that's the thing though, is teaching everybody that plans can
Yeah,
change.
your plans will change you within an inch of its life, but things will change it. And for us, it was the crowds in the first week changed a lot of your. And obviously, the cold day as well changed our kind of plans as well.
Yes, you were over there when it dropped dramatically. Yeah.
3 degrees or something. We were meant to be at Typhoon Lagoon that day.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's a cold dip.
We had my shack and everything booked, so we had to change all that. So
luckily they did close Typhoon Lagoon because it was always so too cold. But yeah, it was crazy to see that. And even when it started to get warmer, it was like 24, 25 degrees, and there was still people with babies and like snowsuits and things. And I was like, that's crazy. They must have been looking at us as if, what are you doing?
It's one of those things that you have to, like, we can sit here and talk about planning it all day long, but things will change. You need to change when you're there as well. So yeah, the crowds kind of got us the first week.
I think this is also when we try and explain to people that you need to make yourself familiar with the app. Play about with the app before you go so that you know how to cancel things, you know how to change things, you know how to do this, because there's nothing like getting in a total tiz when you're there. If you're late for a reservation or something, or you're hitting that window where you're going to get charged if you can't cancel it, just play about with it. It's not going to break.
Yeah, it's good advice. It's good advice.
Yeah.
Because like when you're on site, it's a ticking time bomb, isn't it? Time is money.
Yeah.
I could spend money without even leaving the room some moments.
Yeah.
And the last trip, you were like, right, okay, well, we'll do lightning lanes today, and we spent something like $120 within the space of 10 seconds.
That was the soft opening of Tron when we were there in 2023.
Yeah.
The last 2 days of holidays, I was like, I'm going on it.
Yeah.
So,
like, let's pay for us to do it.
Yeah, that was happening.
And it's nuts. But you've got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, this is it, exactly. Yeah. It's your holiday.
Yep.
Right, let's move on to food. How about favourite meal this time?
Le
Cellier.
Really? I've never been.
It's the first time we've went, so that was another first for us. It was on our friend's 50th birthday, so again, there were 7 of us. I had to book 2 tables, so it was a 4 and a 3, but I just went up and explained to them, the situation, and they were like, right, okay, well, it might take us a lot longer to seat yous, to get yous all together, if yous are all right waiting. So obviously we're all right waiting, so we went in and there's this big round table. I mean, the place is visually stunning as well. The wait staff were outstanding, but the food, oh my god, the food was incredible. Like,
so good.
I mean, Marcelli is rated as one of the top 10 steakhouses in the entirety of the US, and it's worth it.
So much so we've never made a steak since we came back.
No, it's
Really, it's ruined steak for the rest of it. Oh no.
And I like just a normal cut, so I had the New York strip steak. Just
nice.
And honestly, it was unbelievable.
Can't even explain that.
No.
No, it was so lovely. But then in normal price ranges,
Because it's expensive.
That was a fortune.
Very expensive.
You get what you pay for, don't you?
That's it. The quality's there with the price, I suppose. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, people are saying like, oh yeah, when you go to theme parks, it's just theme park food. But actually, we didn't really, as much as you're talking about chicken tenders, we actually tried to kind of branch out a wee bit this time with different meals.
Chicken tenders and sauce on.
I love it.
So even down to the quick service at the Riviera, that quick service knocks every other quick service out the park.
Yeah.
Luke said the same. Yep.
It is insane. So I don't like avocado at all, really. But do you not get to that point in your holiday where your body's like craving some sort of nutrition?
Give me something green.
Not deep fried.
Yeah.
So we went over to our friend's room and they ordered breakfast one morning. It was actually Jonathan's birthday morning. And we were passing, as you do, pass the phone about the mobile order and everybody's just picking what they want. And I picked this avocado toast only because the photograph looked incredible. I was like, right, if it's not nice, it's not nice. Oh my goodness. It was insane. So much so, I'm actually desperate to go back to get that again.
And a croque madame with egg and top.
Sure thing, yeah. You don't. That's the thing. Like, your holiday doesn't have to be unhealthy. you can change. Like everyone's saying, oh, I'm not getting a quick service meal plan because I don't want to eat burgers and chips the entire time. Well, that was a quick service meal, that avocado and toast, and it was absolutely amazing.
Spaghetti bolognese. They've done a spaghetti
Kids
bolognese.
get
That was
spaghetti
good.
bolognese most nights they were there because they absolutely loved it. What else did we have that was really good?
We didn't get to do much of the Food and Wine Festival as we had planned just because of the crowds. So
That's
that kind
another
of
thing we bigged up with our friends though. So much.
we never really get a chance to do that. The crowds kind of wiped that out for us a bit, so there wasn't really many that we tried there.
But I think snack credit wise, and I know it's not snacks as such, but we class this as a meal, the Nutella waffle that's back at Magic Kingdom.
Sleepy Hollow. Yep.
So we normally get that for the kids for breakfast between them because it's so big.
Yeah.
And I think that definitely helps out. Like even if you're on a budget, as much as like yes, you go on holiday and you do have a budget that you stick to, but when you're on the dining plan, you do try to maximise it and you do try to get the best value. And I think with the snack credit wise, that's definitely the best value, but you can use that as a meal.
Yeah, the chicken waffle that you get there as well. I had that for breakfast one morning.
I've heard that's good. Yeah.
Delicious.
Very
Friar's Nooks, a bit of a hidden gem as well. So that's the one.
outside the carousel, yeah.
It's a bit of a hidden gem as well, especially for breakfast. They do good breakfast options.
But I also don't think you can beat Regal Eagle
No, Regal Eagle is
for
outstanding.
quick service food.
I haven't been in since that's changed, but everything on the menu that I've seen, I would pick all day long.
Well, here's a wee tip. Don't ever sit outside.
Because of wildlife, or?
Yes, because Darren just about got attacked by a squirrel.
I had to wrestle it. There was a squirrel that just was showing a bit too much interest, so it was about her feet, and then it come up beside me and sat beside me, and then the next minute it was up on the table, and I'm just keeping an eye on it, and the next thing it dives into her fries. And start this squirrel by the scruff of the neck, and basically kind of almost throw it away. Sorry for that.
But it wasn't. It was like you were just trying to get it away. But by that point, that was the second time it came up, because the first time it came up, it ate Orla's watermelon
Took a slice of watermelon.
and just ran away with it, and then it came back
Mental.
again. Oh, Eagle.
Well, in fairness of all the times we sat outside, that's the first that's happened.
And I won't be doing it again.
So yeah.
We'll be-
you try and get a seat right there.
You've got like the start of it where it's like, this is a Disney film coming to life. I'm bonding with an animal here, and it's a cute little. This is the squirrel from Sword in the Stone. It's going to have a conversation with me, and then it dives in and grabs your food.
yeah.
And then I'm trying to get away, and it's wrestling with me to try and get,
Up every fry it could, wasn't it?
holding on to the plate as well. And then the way by when I've got it and I'm putting it down, it gives me a little fly swipe to just leave its mark on me. I'm like,
I've got about 4 chips in its hand, and the best of it is the Regal Eagle fries are the best fries ever. They've got the best seasoning on them, and it had to steal those ones.
I've heard they're good. Yeah.
it was
Honestly,
like almost gone wrong.
I was about to say it's like the scene in Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when the squirrel jumps out the tree. That's exactly what it was like.
Exactly that.
Everybody round about you sitting laughing though. It's like,
Taking photos.
Help!
Yeah.
Please, somebody help me!
Oh, I love it.
It's not like we're not sitting outside, are we? Anytime we went to eat anywhere.
Who was it? Orla kept asking me, Daddy, are you going to get rabies? I'm like, no, I'm not going to get rabies.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, it's a memory. It's a Disney memory you're probably never going to get again, but you'll always remember.
It's like the little cloud, like when two things do fight, Captain, the little cloud with their hands and arms coming all over that.
Definitely you've been frames moment. See if that was caught on video somewhere. That's like 250 quid.
250 quid. Yeah. That pays for a few meals next time.
But Regal Eagles are definite. There's also something that I found out that I didn't know too much about, but see the Eat to the Beat series.
Yes, yeah.
You can get a dining package at the Regal Eagle, which is included in the dining plan. You can use your dining plan.
Quick service.
The quick service dining plan.
That's pretty cool. Well, to be able to reserve a seat.
Yeah, but you can't do it either. Basically, 9 o'clock in the morning to reserve it.
Right.
Do that quickly. So, because we were going to do it for bowling for soup.
Yeah.
Voice, but
that's another story for another day. That's a whole other podcast.
I was at the American Pavilion to the Japan because it was that busy.
I saw the crowds, saw the pictures, and was like,
The bowling for soup was one of the biggest lines I've ever seen as well. But managed to get a seat in that one.
Another quick service dining plan tip for lunches. If you go to Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach and you order a beer with your meal, you get the refillable cup.
Oh, you do? I thought they took that away. That's awesome.
No.
They took the refillable
soda
cups away. You've still got the refillable beer cup.
Ah, okay.
And included in your
quick service,
but obviously they then go up and you pay like $9 or something.
It's like $13 to start with, and then if you want a refill, it's like $9.
Normally we just get the plastic cups from there because that's what they give you, but they gave us the actual cup. I was like, oh, and then we refilled it.
That's interesting.
The one about the Eat to Beat and like the other series they do for the rest of the festivals, that's one to keep in mind as well for the Regal Eagle. So, or like your bands like the Beach Boys, etc.
Yeah, you had some good bands when you were out there. You did.
All of us were insane, absolutely insane.
They were good, yeah.
They
were good.
Amazing. So I really enjoyed that.
They've stepped up the sort of like lineups that they're getting, haven't they? Like there never used to be a Newfound Glory or a Bowling for Soup or Beach Boys.
They had Katie Tunstall this year.
Yeah.
Where did that?
A random one.
Yeah.
And for Blink.
I think Katie Tunstall. See, but I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think she's ever had any sort of collaboration or anything really to do with Disney.
No, it's a bit of a strange one.
I think she would have been amazing to go and see though.
Oh yeah. But,
Definitely.
I'm just waiting on Disney getting in tune with Blink.
I'm planning my trip next time around Hanson. Hanson better go back.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Rashway Epcot and festivals, they just seem to always be there and
when
don't go away.
They're there when we got there.
Sorry, Hanson, if you're listening.
No, I love Hanson. We'll be going back when Hanson are there.
I love it. Do you think, like, obviously not to touch too much on the crazy amount of crowds, but do you think there's going to have to be a rethink of location if they are going to get the bigger bands for Eat to the Beat and so on?
No, they need to manage the crowds.
Nah, it's just down to crowd management.
Right.
When I worked there, the only time I've ever seen crowds like that was New Year's Eve. For 12 hours of a shift on New Year's Eve, all I did was crowd control. But when we were doing it, we were told to be right down the middle of the street so that you had the even amount of space going one way and going the other way and direct people. The cast members that they'd set up this time, and I don't mean to be bad about them and that, but they kind of tailed away towards one side, so each side had a bottleneck.
That literally let two people through.
Yeah, and the cast members were just sitting going, come on, this way, and you're like, I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
I think what would solve that though would be, see if they were to permanently paint a white line right down the middle of them.
Can't be painting white lines.
No, but what I mean is like just to make it blend in, or even just put, do you know when they pop up wee poles for like parades and things like that? See if metal poles that split off the crowds exactly half. That would.
I'm not into painting lines, but you're
that would solve like a lot of issues, because these poor cast members, they were trying their best. They couldn't move back because the crowds were pushing them that way. They couldn't move because the crowds were pushing them that way. If they'd been in the middle, like from the start, I think
it would a lot better.
It would have been a lot smoother.
And I don't think it was fully the cast members' fault.
No,
I think it was just the way the crowds were kind of moving. Yeah. But as I've said in a podcast before, these cast members are there doing a job. There's no need to be as rude to them as some people were being to them that night. That was just disgusting to see.
People not nice.
They're there doing a job to make the best time. Sometimes everything's out of their control. They're human beings, can't control everything.
But they were also very, very young. Yeah. I noticed the ones that they'd put out doing that. And if I was that young and someone had spoken to me the way that they were getting spoken to, I wouldn't have turned up for my work the next day.
It's difficult.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, it was just. I don't think they need to look at a different location. I think it's fine where it is, but I think they just need a better management of crowds. And I think, to be fair to Disney, I think the amount of hype and turnout for the Beach Boys maybe even surprised Disney at some point.
Maybe.
It definitely did, because we were at the bar at our resort the next night, and one of the cast members there, I don't know whether he'd had a shift in Epcot at one of the bars, or whether he'd heard someone talking about it, but he said whoever it was completely and utterly shocked at the crowd.
The same as Bowling for Soup. They were going about the amount of crowds for Bowling for Soup as well, that, you know, they were massive. I mean, the line to get into the Bowling for Soup last show from the UK, the US pavilion was way past Spain.
Oh, wow, really?
Spain
Booth, yeah.
Yeah. Like on the kind of like down way past the Italian pavilion.
Yeah.
Like the Beach Boys were out of Mexico, almost a
full circle of the
either way.
Showcase.
Like that's the thing, they lined it up either way, and it was crazy.
That is mad, isn't it?
It was mental, but yeah, I think just a bit better crowd management, and I think even for Disney they got out.
I don't know where else they could put it though.
As I say, I don't think they need to move it.
Unless, here's an idea for Disney. Unless they put a big stage out in the middle of the...
Well, you could
True. Just rotate into one, yeah.
And have the entire World Showcase filled with people wanting to see it.
Mm.
Or you just extend the stage back into the...
No. See where the fireworks were, where the big, hideous, horrendous, black...
And then you're getting your binoculars out to see.
I will have to... We were literally in the American pavilion, and all we could do was hear them. We couldn't even see them.
Because, yeah, I can imagine.
Literally sitting at Regal Eagle.
But I think for big bands, the way they do it is they put the band in the middle of the lagoon and spotlight it.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just these better crowd management. So
a few more bodies to help that crowd control.
You're thinking now.
I was about to go and ask them for a name badge, and I would have set it up properly for them.
So stressed out, it was a shame.
Yeah, and as I say, just remember cast members are human beings. The way they were getting spoken to was disgusting.
Yeah. Anyone listening who doesn't understand or hasn't been on the trips or has that sort of expertise that yourself has as a former cast member, like, they are the magic, and don't mess with that. Like, you know, we don't want to see less and less of them, because you're just going to have more and more issues when you go out there like that. So be kind, please, people.
Yeah, they're the ones that can make the magic happen for you. So the nicer you are to them, the more magical things are going to happen for you. So yeah,
100%. You mentioned a few snacks. Was there a favourite for you guys?
Mine's is always going to just typically be the Mickey pretzel and plastic cheese.
I didn't really have that many snacks this trip. No, I did.
I was going to say the turkey leg, but you divorced me.
Nothing wrong with turkey leg.
Until I get on, you're like, that's disgusting.
There was actually a snack at Jollywood, and it was a Christmas tree cookie. And it was like 4 cookies that were stacked up, smaller circles.
Oh, nice.
A green kind of like hard icing between it, and then a wee star at the top. It was just like it was a Jollywood. That was really tasty. I really enjoyed that. And alongside that, they had a Nightmare Before Christmas themed hot chocolate.
Awesome.
It was a hot chocolate with orange coloured cream at the top of it, and it was a kind of orangey taste and kind of like thick whipped cream, and it was outstanding. It was. So for me, it's probably those two. But I love a Mickey Premium Bar. Give me a Mickey Premium Bar any day of the week.
Old school, aren't we? Just we like the OGs. We like to try the new things, but you're like a Mickey Premium Bar. I like a Mickey pretzel with a plastic cheese. And if we're really going down that route, I would rather forfeit them all and get one of the frozen slushies from Epcot.
Yeah, that's an alcoholic beverage. That's not a snack.
It's not a snack credit. It can be classed as a snack. It's got fruit in it.
That's my kind of snack.
No, we can't class that as a snack. That's not right.
That little Christmas tree from Jollywood Nights was really tasty.
Good shout. Festive too. Bonus points for festive.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
I don't know. I would just send the Mickey pretzel.
Premium Bar for me all day long, if we're old school in it. But
love it.
That's the thing though. There's so many different options now when it comes to snacks in Disney World. I mean, we get a couple at the Grand Floridian, didn't we? The gingerbread, which weren't that great, but we'd use a snack credit on them, so we weren't that
That
fussed.
was what, 2019?
No, the one we got there.
Oh yeah, at Gasparilla Grill. Yeah,
So we had some of that there, but There's always going to be different snacks and different things to try,
I
but
think the
they're-
fancier they make it look,
Nah.
the worse it tastes.
they're kind of very much going down the, oh, this will look good on Instagram.
Yeah.
Bar looks good on Instagram, and it's also good to
We're a
eat.
sucker for that though, because we do then get it for Instagram.
Aye, but don't get me wrong, eight times out of 10, they are good.
Well,
But
yeah.
some of them are a miss for me, but that little Christmas tree Jollywood Nights was...
Where did we go? There was one night we did a monorail crawl and we went round, I think we worked out something like 7 resorts that one night.
Mhm.
And we finished up at All Star Movies
Mhm.
and we got the alien cupcake
Yep.
from all. No, don't ever waste your money.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't very pleasant. The
I don't know what that was, but
green
oh.
green and purple icing don't really mix well together, so
No, that's not.
no, it wasn't a fan favourite. So
I
it was,
bet it looked good initially, but
It looked
oh, it
amazing.
looked incredible, yeah. That I actually forgot to take photos of it.
No, I did. I
Did
took
you?
photos.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just as well as I could easily have taken photos of it in the fridge at the resort for Instagram.
But they do at All Star Movies. They had a snack that looked incredible. It was like a popcorn bucket
Mhm.
filled with popcorn, but you could like drizzle chocolate sauce and everything over it. Like,
Oh,
very
cool.
much like USA, but it was
Mm.
a popcorn bucket. And
Yeah,
it looked incredible.
nice. But I
nice.
think we're just overlooking the normal popcorn.
Oh, you're a popcorn fiend.
Just can't get that kind of popcorn
Yeah.
here.
You're a popcorn fiend.
Same. I'm a big popcorn guy.
But so much so, this is actually disgusting, but I'm going to tell you this anyway. If we come home with popcorn, I don't bin it. I keep it in the popcorn tub, put it up in the loft, bring it out and just smell it at Halloween the next year.
You can take that out. Can't you?
It's the magic of a podcast. But I appreciate it, so it's staying in.
But of any candle makers out there are
do.
making Disney scents, make a popcorn scent. Because it would save me bagging up the popcorn
I
smell.
didn't know you'd done that.
The challenge has been laid to all of those small shops out
I
there.
just thought when like the popcorn buckets and we've done it again. We'll put it up here
So if you
without.
just have a wee sniff of Disney magic and
Not bad podcast and a divorce.
It's true though. They make a unique popcorn out there. You cannot get it anywhere else.
and honestly, genuinely, candle makers, please
Listen,
make
if
a
we're
Disney popcorn.
talking about snacks, Joffrey's has to be in there as well.
Oh, of course.
Any Joffrey's coffee throughout the parks.
Yeah.
There was they've started doing the espresso martini ones. It used to be called a Calatini. The one with vodka and Kahlua in it. Oh, I love
But
that.
not even the coffee. The big donuts are a great use of snack credit for the kids as well. Could split in between the two of them, and
think-
that's a good breakfast.
I think 90% of the pastries they do are snack credits. I think there's only 2 things that aren't included in a snack credit. I don't know why, because they're not any bigger or any fancier than other ones. But generally, everything at Joffrey's is snack credit. So it's apart from the alcoholic ones.
It's a good shout. It's a good shout.
And Starbucks, I don't know why the queues for Starbucks are always so big
Jeez.
when Joffrey's queues are so short.
I don't understand it. No.
How this type of drink that Starbucks does. And we went one day in Hollywood Studios, and I think we were about 45 to 50 minutes in the queue.
Wow, really?
But it was a large, and a large is the same snack credit as a small.
Yeah, it was
So
like
you get a
it
large
was
one.
about $11
Absolutely.
for a credit, so it's a great use of snack credit. But
Not a great use of time.
I wouldn't even wait 50 minutes. This is gonna shock you. I wouldn't wait 50 minutes for Joffrey's. How many times did I look at some Joffrey's queue and go, I'm
Yeah.
not waiting in that?
At the Christmas party, you just walked away from it.
Oh,
'cause
the
it was
Christmas
so busy.
party was a disaster.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
imagine there's a big queue at that point.
Queues, everything were crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, not worth the snack credits in that day.
No.
Save them up for the next day and the caffeine that's needed afterwards.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Right. Favorite resort. This is either the one you stayed at or maybe one that you visited, because I know you like going resort hopping.
Oh, it's one of our favourite things to do is a resort hopping day. We any kind of rest day we take the opportunity to resort hop. Absolutely love it. I love Hop Century. We've stayed there so often. The Skyliner is there, which wasn't actually working that well this time. It kept stopping, like
Oh,
really
really?
But it's shutting for refurb in January, and it needs it. Definitely needs it, because you can see how much it's struggling.
So we were talking about this the other night, weren't we? And we actually looked, because we thought it was every year it stopped for refurbishment, but they actually missed 2025. They didn't stop for refurbishment 2025.
Oh, okay.
And
It shows just
Really?
the whole plan of it wasn't working as well. But even with that, I'd choose a Skyliner resort any day of the week. And for us, Pop Century's always been our go-to.
but now I would say Riviera.
But Riviera is a stunning resort. Obviously, with our friends staying there, we were in the pool. It's got the slides, etc. And that the kids loved it. It was just such a nice resort to be in.
Yeah, so they put the kids onto their reservation as like day guests because there was a couple of nights they stayed with them, which then meant that the kids could get into the pool and things. So that was so good that they got to experience that.
That is cool.
And even just being in the room and things, it's just lovely. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Pop Century. I love it. But being in the Riviera, and I don't know if it's just because it was different, it was just nice.
But then when you're resort hopping, the one that's always caught our eyes, Polynesian, we would love to stay in the Polynesian.
Now more so, Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah. We went over to Wilderness Lodge, Whispering Canyon, the brunch there, and just looking about that resort was just outstanding as well. And from a DVC point of view, the lodges that they have there, they're not actually that many points for your weekly totals, etc.
Right.
So
It's true.
same as we are saying that we're maybe going back 2027. We're potentially going for 18 days, and for 400 points that our friends have, we can basically have the 18 days in the boardwalk. And it's resorts that I never ever thought I'd get to stay in.
Yeah.
We're getting this opportunity now. Same as Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's really low points. The only thing I can think of that is the transport options is what makes it so low.
Yeah, it's very true.
Although,
Oh, it's stunning. It's stunning. But yeah, I think. But for me, Pop Century, I beat Pop Century.
yeah, it wasn't even much of an upgrade to go from an All-Star to a Pop. And for me, the Skyliner, as much as we said it didn't work amazingly then,
When it
is still worth that
Yeah.
price.
Yeah, that's surprising that there's not like a huge difference between Pop and All Star. I would expect there to be quite big.
in Pop and Art of Animation, which is frightening.
And that's not even in
Yeah.
the family suite.
No,
Why?
it's kind
I wonder why that is. That's strange.
and the thing is, Art of Animation is still classed as a basic resort. It's not even breaking into the moderate side of the resort. So I don't know what the difference is there. But don't get me wrong, Art of Animation is stunning. We've stayed there before.
My favourite time, so we had one night in the Grand Floridian when we got married, and that has been my favourite. But I don't know if it's because we had a theme park view.
Right.
We were watching the fireworks. I actually felt like we didn't belong though.
Yeah, our visit to Grand Floridian this year was really, really poor. They opened that new lounge in the main hall.
Yes,
And
with the carpet.
Yeah, there was people kind of like round about the bar, and kind of compared to us upper class people, cast members were sitting having a laugh with the drinks, and they kept going up. Do you want? Me and Ashley sat down and basically asked for a drink, and our check came before our drinks did.
Really?
So it's like we would quite like this, so kind of made us feel really uneasy, really unwanted.
But then we went upstairs to Rose, and we could not be made more welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then Enchanted Rose, the drinks we had in Enchanted Rose were some of the best drinks I've had. Like I'm a big old fashioned fan, and it was beautiful. The cast member couldn't have made us feel any more welcome. But the one in the lounge, I'll not go back to it because I was made to feel that uneasy.
It was a bit awkward, wasn't it? And it's not as if there was, because there wasn't a lot of seats. Like what we didn't realise was obviously all the tables round about the lobby in Grand Floridian you can sit at, and they'll bring you the drinks
they do table
there
service
too.
there.
So
Okay.
stuck at the bar, and they wanted the seats because there was loads of places people could have sat. So you just kind of felt a bit. And 1 minute somebody was serving you, and the next minute somebody else would come up and say, "Can I get you something?" And we're like, "Well, we're just being served." And there was I don't think there was much communication between the cast members at that bar, and it's not even a big area.
No.
So surely they would have seen that
And then
I
just
don't know, it just didn't have
the
the
fact
right
that our check was given to us before we even had our drinks was...
That's not great.
And nobody else ran about the desks had their checks given to them. We were, sitting with 2 or 3 drinks and stuff like that. So just, we took the hint, we drank up and we left. So
I would have felt the same in that situation, I think. Yeah. It's not my kind of aesthetic, to be fair.
Never felt like that. Well, we maybe felt like that when we were staying there because it was all people who probably could have afforded a 2-week trip to Grand Floridian, and we had the one night, and it was, don't get me wrong, it was great, it was amazing, but I still didn't feel like I should have been staying there. I think that's more a personal thing rather than other people making you feel like that, whereas that trip there was very much like, get out of my bar.
Yeah, you don't want to get a place where there's a target audience and they make you feel like you're not that. That's not fun.
No, not at all.
I'm with you apart though. Like the fact that it's got the Skyliner now has just elevated that place.
And that's the thing, people look at the queue for the Skyliner in the early morning and think, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever, but it doesn't. It goes so quickly.
No. But there was a couple of mornings where it opened really early.
Yeah, so it was supposed to open at 7:30 and it opened, I would say, about 20 past, and they just started.
No, but even sometimes it was like 6:45 it opened from, so the time seemed to just be a guide. I don't know if there was an early morning event that day or anything like that, but it was open really early one morning because we went round, there wasn't a line, and cast member said, yeah, it was open. It's open such a thing.
Opened earlier, yeah. But then in the way back from Jollywood Night, so obviously the Skyliner isn't open then. We have to get a bus back, but
Sure.
20-25 minutes on the bus coming, and by the time we stepped on the bus, the Skyliner started running again.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Well, whether they were letting people on, whether they were testing something, so it's maybe always worth checking to see up, or I mean, it might have been nothing. It might just have been they needed another cabin round to take off the line or something. I don't know, but it just so happened that as we were coming out of Jollywood, after waiting in the bus queue, that it then started again. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on there.
Definitely worth checking out and asking the cast member if you see it then. Yeah.
That's cast member.
Because it would have been a million times easier rather than getting her out the pram and she was sleeping to just push her on the Skyliner.
Yeah. There's another benefit of that transportation system, that's for sure. Right. Favourite new experience. This is a biggie. Something that you experienced for the first time this trip.
Oh, what's this time?
We actually done loads of first this time.
Which is awesome to hear, especially for someone obviously who used to work there. You guys have been going so frequently. The fact that there are still like first experiences is just why we keep going back.
The Wild Africa trek.
Oh, cool. You got to go on it. Oh, nice.
Absolutely outstanding.
Bucket list for me.
It's 3 hours long. Just backstage in the safaris, like wire bridges above the hippos and the alligators. You're wired in. You've got it's like total Indiana Jones. The bridges get broken bits of. The 2 cast members that took us round, guides, were incredible. They take photographs all day long of everybody and everything, like animals and that, and they all
That's
get
good.
Photo pass. Even if you've not bought the Magic Memory Maker, you still get these pictures on your phone.
That's good.
The place they take you for lunch, and it's served in an original tiffin. The little metal pots that stack out in the middle of the Serengeti, like plains. This little wooden shack that they take you, and you can just basically stand with binoculars and just watch the animals as you're having your lunch.
You did say it was a bit like a bush tucker trial, though, with some of the food that you got. It was a bit.
Oh no, it was just the food was
adventurous.
Was incredible, but it was more. I don't like seafood, so
Right.
prawns and that's not on my menu. But one of the little meals in the pot was a prawn, but it was covered in like a kind of spiced mayonnaise and stuff. And I thought, that sounds really good. I'm going to try it. I took one bite and that was it. But
maybe not for a picky eater.
I think it would still have enough. Just getting to go backstage with the giraffes coming right up to you and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
Closer than the actual safaris, than the Kilimanjaro safaris, like where they've got the set track. I've always wondered, like, what's that truck down in the middle? There are people on it, and that's what it is. You're in there, but 3 hours long. I think it was about $220 each.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Worth every single penny. It was
I was going to
so
say, that's not terrible for
No.
Disney event prices, is it?
and especially a 3-hour trip.
I didn't. But I'm editing the video for it tomorrow, so it'd be quite good to watch and see like what you get for your money. Obviously, you got the water bottle.
Yeah, you get a souvenir water bottle to keep.
Cool.
Like some of the food that you get in the little tiffin was actually made in the Tiffin's restaurant, and that's get it is on that safari trek. There's like a chicken wrap that they done, and there's also like the dessert was so one of the muesli bar things. Doesn't sound like a dessert, but it was a dessert, and you can't get that anywhere in the park. You can only get it when you're doing that.
Don't know if I'm...
The only thing I would say about it is obviously backstage and amongst the trees, etc. That if you've got any sort of mobility issues, I would seriously check that before you pay and book for it, because there was a lot of routes and everything like that to go over, a lot of like branches and stuff like that, a lot of uneven ground. The bridges, as I said, had like some slats missing, so you were like taking a big step at points and stuff like that. So any mobility issues at all, you would struggle with it. But they do highlight that on it. And also they do send you a check-in email as well prior to it. Like there's a weight limit of like £300 and stuff like that as well for this trek. So there's a lot to check for it, but if
There's a lot of don'ts as well, isn't there? You can't take anything unless it's got like a wrist strap.
Yeah, but they provide all that. So like for your phone and like, for example, my little DJI camera, they've got special attachments on the vest that they provide for you for each of them.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They do provide all that for you. But no, yeah, if you're able and willing to, that is definitely something that I would highly recommend, and something that we'll hopefully do again.
Yeah,
soon.
I think we'll do it next time with the kids.
So much.
6-year-old.
8, I think.
Somewhere amongst that
Yeah.
age range.
I think it's 8, but it was so much fun. And the 2 cast members that took us round were fantastic. They were, well, I was actually more qualified than both of them with my degree that I have, but they've learnt and have been to school with some sort of like parks and recreational, whereas I have an animal-based degree. So do this with your eyes closed. I was like, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. But yeah. For me, that was... Lacelli is up there as well. Like, that meal at Lacelli was insane, but the Wild Africa Trek was one that I would highly, highly recommend.
I think the DVC Moonlight Magic.
Oh, there's that.
Oh, cool.
That was crazy.
It was good.
Like, obviously, when you pay to go to Jollywood, the crowd levels are minimal, but wow, these crowd levels were minimal. You could have walked about a mile and not seen another person.
Really? That low? Wow.
You felt that you had the park to yourself.
Pandora was what? Flight of Passage
So
was...
Flight of Passage was 10 minutes.
But it took us an hour.
We broke down, we were in the queue, so it wasn't 10 minutes. But
That's
not
annoying.
But we were on Dinosaur was a walk on.
Yeah. Everything was basically a walk on.
Everest was a walk on.
The New Zootopia show was a walk on, which isn't a patch and tough to be a bug.
It's good, but it's not.
Really?
Yeah, so the seat movements and things now, when the bugs crawled under your seat and stuff, that all those movements are exactly the same in exactly the same place, and I've tried to work the storyline to fit.
Ah, really?
Make your
That's a
own
shame.
mind up.
Yeah.
I think the entrance to it though, see where you the kind of holding room, I think that's better than the actual show, because they've changed all the posters, they've changed different bits and pieces, and that's, I could sit in the actual show.
No, it's not a patch.
You know what another first would be that I would never go back if I didn't have one? Having a cabana.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The beachcomber.
Was it that beneficial? Was it having that space?
So good.
I think that was what, 180.
But we
It was up to 10 guests.
but we get free. So at this point, it advertised online as you all get your free refillable cup.
Yeah.
Which for us, with 7 of us,
Was a massive thing.
was a lot. That would have cost us a lot of money anyway for that.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah.
Really paying much more for the cabana. But little did we know that when we got there, they discontinued the cups. And we just got unlimited cans
drinks.
of soft drink
Okay.
all day.
The
Wow.
tills, bills. It was good that you were all sitting together. There was no trying to get seats all together. There was like a bar service, basically. Like the cast member would come round and ask you if you wanted anything. If you'd ordered food via mobile order, they would go and collect it for you and
She
stuff.
gave you a mobile number and you were
Yeah.
to text her and say, this is my collection number,
Yep.
and she would bring it to you.
That's amazing.
I like to go and get my own stuff. I don't like people running about after me. So.
No, we didn't do that. We did go and get our own things, but just having that space, having that shade, like guaranteed shade.
Yeah.
It was a fan to switch on in the.
The only thing I would say that was really irritating though was there was this one. It was not even a song. It was like a pirate scene, and it was on repeat.
Oh, it was the.
For about six.
really?
No, it was the rides.
Oh, my
what's it called?
God, I think we were seeing it for about 3
Yeah,
days.
we were in the big ring where you go up and it's got the parrot on the pirate.
Oh, Miss Adventure Falls.
Yeah, and it's got the Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Sit there and that for
And I was
6
just
hours.
going all day long and that into it. So, yeah, as much as I love the Scottish accent, I don't like it that often.
That was horrific.
So,
I think maybe after about 2 hours we managed to switch off a wee bit from it, but
yeah,
yeah,
but-
that was
yeah, that was another first for us as well, which is, again, if we're in a position to be able to,
We
we'd
would
probably
do
do
it
that
again,
again
yeah.
because split between everybody it didn't turn out to be that much
Yeah, I mean,
money.
we've got 2 or 3 parties sharing a cabana. I mean, they can sit up to what, 10?
Yeah.
So
And that was the basic one. So your fridge, your tills, snacks as well.
I think the only difference though in the upgraded one was a television.
A television. You get a television screen.
Why would you need
No.
a television?
Nah, not there for TV.
Obviously, another first we've done was Jollywood Nights,
Yeah, that was amazing.
which I would do again in a
I'd
heartbeat.
do that over the Christmas party any day of the week.
Yeah. Christmas
Really?
party
Wow.
started off with a bad cast member interaction. Who was a supervisor who just wanted to speak over the top of me and wouldn't listen to me. So that off, and then I'm when I read things about people saying, "Oh, the party was so oversold," I'm like, that can't be. That physically can't be. I've been to sold out Christmas parties before. I've been to sold out Halloween parties, and even Jollywood Nights. The night we went was sold out. There was parts of that party where we were shoulder to shoulder with people because it was that busy.
Couldn't move.
We actually left early because it was that unenjoyable. We'd paid all that
Really?
party and we left early because it was so unenjoyable.
It was a 30-minute queue for a cookie.
Yeah, see the cookie stroll, to get a cookie, 30 minutes to get a cookie.
No, that's not right, is it?
And it was, as I say, I'm always one to say, oh, Disney won't have oversold them, but to me, there was too many people in the park. And that night. So
Saved us that night was the DVC lounge.
I went into the new deep.
Oh, okay.
That was quite nice.
I mean, that was in between the party starting though. Like from when we could get in. We
Yeah.
could get in earlier anyway, but I think that just kind of took us away from the buzz for a wee while.
Yeah.
Getting into
Yeah.
the deep, just
But
catching our breath and then going, right, okay.
if I have to choose between Jollywood or
Oh,
a Christmas party, I would do Jollywood in a heartbeat. It was
You
so
can
much.
buy-
Nice.
The only thing with Jollywood is the food offerings and snack offerings are very adult kind of based, very select eating. So like for us with the kids and that, we had to feed them before the party started
Right.
to make sure they were okay.
Good
but
do take snacks in for
we
them. though.
took snacks and stuff like that, and there was obviously the Christmas tree cookie that I got and stuff like that. They had bits of that, but it was more to be tended to adult or more adventurous eaters. Like there was samosas and stuff like that, but it was like a really like kind of Asian kind of filling and stuff like that. So
Quite
it was-
Asian cuisine in
yeah.
some parts, but there was also parts of things that you thought, no, they're never going to eat that. So there's no
The-
point in even getting it for them to try.
the Nightmare Before Christmas live action show that's on it is
Yes.
a must see.
Is it?
The Jack puppet is outstanding, and then there's 2 performers that just perform like a minimalistic kind of way the story of Nightmare Before Christmas, but they don't ever speak. There's no sound. It's just
So good.
just the sing along, and they just
Interesting.
basically dance along with it. It's so strange to try and explain, but it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, another wee tip. See if you're standing watching fireworks or standing watching a projection, pull your balloon down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that, because we were the fireworks, and they'd literally just started. So you get the classic people arriving and trying to push it in front. This family pushed it in front of us with this big balloon right in front of her.
It wasn't just any balloon; it was a flashy balloon, so it took away from the.
Yeah, no, I appreciate, you know, Disney trying to make these like balloons with more merchandise, trying to make a little bit more money out of balloons and stuff, but flashy balloon right in front of a castle or wherever you're watching it's not the one, is it?
No, but I do think, right, so
Fireworks show was incredible.
the fireworks show was good, but going back to Magic Kingdom, Beacon Barrel.
That Beacon Barrel is outstanding.
Is it that good?
Yes, we went twice.
Yeah, and both times where we get different servers, but they were both incredible.
Awesome.
Better than August Cantina.
In character.
Better than Hogarth, wow.
I'm like, we know how much I love August, and I would say it well.
Wow. Really?
Don't get me wrong, August is always good for us, and we always get to see our friend when we go.
Yeah, so our friend works in August, so don't let her listen to this podcast again.
But what we realised that she makes our visit to August.
Right, yeah.
Different. Remember one visit, and it just wasn't the same. So we realised how much Gail actually makes it for us as well.
The only thing I think that made that second visit to August was the Stormtroopers walked in.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool experience, I reckon. As a Star Wars fan, that would have been massive for me.
After asking for ID off everyone and stuff like that, and it was just
the
so
kids
cool.
ran away.
You've got.
But regards to Beacon Barrel, like our kids are really bored in August because it's not really centred for them unless they are Star Wars fans.
I get it, yeah.
I failed in with my children.
No, but in Beacon Barrel, get a colouring sheet and pens.
Yep.
It's like they've learned from that experience in Ogres, and it's like, yeah.
Beacon Barrel, it's still your 45 minutes and it's still your 2-drink thing.
Very, very strict.
Order 2 drinks at the same time.
Yeah.
If you're going to have your 2 drinks, because by the time the cast member gets back round to you, it's not like Hollywood Studios where they could put it in a to-go cup and you could walk with it. You
Right,
can't
sure.
with your alcohol. So at 45 minutes, if you've not finished your second drink, you need to leave it.
You're asked to kind of move. But the atmosphere of it, the actual place inside is stunning. The cast members were the biggest,
brilliant.
like put on like their pirate voice and their, you know, their cheesy pirate jokes as well.
You had made me wear a breast cancer free badge, and the server actually had the whole bar doing like raising their glass, and I'm going, oh my god, please no, please no. And what is he talking about? And Darren went like badge, and I was like, oh no, here we go. But it was just wee things like that probably wouldn't happen anywhere else because it's so busy or so loud.
They do have options on the Beacon Barrel menu as well. There's like a couple of kind of like children's soft drinks that are quite cool, and they do a drink and a 3 dessert trio for them.
Yeah, again, they didn't like it.
Yeah,
we bought it and they didn't like it.
They didn't like it.
It's always the way.
But Beacon Barrel is tremendous, so it's still very difficult to get a reservation for, as far as I believe. But
we did get one for that lady the other day.
So. It's worth it. It's really, really nice. But you know that it's like Ogres when it first started. Your 2-drink limit, 45 minutes. Obviously, Ogres is now a little bit more lapse with that. But and Beacon Barrel will get to that as well. But for just now, with how busy it is and stuff like that, you know, they are sticking to the 2 drinks. So as Ashley says, your server will say, "I'll come back round at the halfway mark and see if anyone wants seconds." But we'd spoke to Gail, our cast member friend from Ogres. She was like, order both your drinks at the same time. If you're planning on to order them at the same time, just so you can get
better information.
And the drinks are outstanding, absolutely.
Yeah, but you'd be a bit miffed though if you'd paid $25-30 for a drink and you couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
And had to leave it.
Yeah, or you just didn't have the time to enjoy it. Yeah. I'm glad it was a hit though.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. Theming of it was just insane.
But you could go in and have a Diet Coke if you wanted and still enjoy
the atmosphere. The cast members made it. So that
I've had a few people say to me, "Oh, but I don't drink." Like, but you don't need to drink to go in and enjoy it. Go in, have water, have a Diet Coke, have a whatever you drink, and it is so good.
Trader Sam's. We've done Trader Sam's for the first time as well.
It's loads.
So we did. We got into Trader Sam's. Our friends took the kids, so we got to get in later on at night.
Nice.
And that's an experience. Have you done that before?
I did it many, many moons ago when I was younger as well. I don't even think... Was I? No, yeah, I must have been of age to have a drink. I barely remember it, but I remember it being good.
So much fun.
It now opens at 11
Yeah, it
a.m.
opens at 11 a.m. now.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. That's the
then obviously-
popularity of it.
O'clock, it's adults
8
only.
o'clock, I think
Yeah.
it changes to adults only. So,
But
Yeah.
that was another first, and enjoyed that. We'll be back at that. So we will. There's so many firsts for us, it was unreal. Jollywood.
I think we do try and do that though every time we go. We don't try and repeat things. We do
Yeah.
try many new things, especially more so now because we're trying to cover loads of different things. So over the last couple of years we have revisited something, but that is to get the footage to help other people. It's not because, it's because we love it, but it's mainly just for research purposes. I use that phrase all the time in holiday, just for research purposes.
It's like for science, but it's actually research. I love it.
Yeah. DVC night as
Yeah,
well. It was
DVC
really good.
Night Magic was incredible.
But yeah, just unfortunate experience with the Christmas party. And in fairness, it is the first time we've had a kind of disappointing side of things like that. But Jollywood's incredible. Like,
That's good to hear. That is good to
so
hear.
good. And a lot of people buy into the whole 50s and, the whole dapper look. And a lot of people dressed up like that, buying into it. It was really, really good. The atmosphere was incredible. So it was
Yeah.
so...
We stayed in one side of the park though. I don't feel like we even covered. We could have done Jollywood 3 nights in a row and still not have covered
Yeah, there's a
everything that we
lot
wanted to do.
Really, wow.
What to
So
do.
much to do. So it's very much you need to kind of maybe not go in the first. If you're only there and you can only do the first Jollywood, then fair enough. But if you can sit and study the map and study everything that's on and just plan out exactly what you want to do when you want to do it, then that's the way to go.
The character meets its insane crowds. To meet Stitch in his Christmas outfit was a minimum of 60 minutes. And even for me, that's
It's a lot of
too long.
party time cut out, isn't it, by doing that? It's time that you've paid extra money for and you don't, maybe you do want to, maybe one time that you do go, it is just specifically for character meets. But in that time that Jollywood's open, you'd only get maybe 4 characters if you're lucky. Because of
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend it still. So for Hollywood's probably, but the Safari Trek for me was the highlight.
mine was a DVC Moonlight Magic.
The absolute highlight was the Safari Trek.
I love the fact you've got so many different options there for an award of first times. It goes to show, just like when you hear people saying like, "Oh, going back to Disney again," it's like there's the evidence why, because it is a different trip every time. And it's also interesting that we had Nick and Sarah Carter on the last episode, and they went into the different Christmas events. It's good to hear that different take on Jollywood and Very Merry. I think Jollywood would be up my street. That sounds like my kind of thing for sure.
Definitely.
I think we would have, don't get me wrong, the kids loved it. I would love to experience Jollywood with just an adult only kind of. That sounds terrible, like ditching the
No,
kids.
I know
but
what you mean.
I think we were so focused on trying to find them something else to eat, or so focused on trying to make sure that they weren't, you know what it's like, they get so tired because of the time difference and things. I think maybe just going as a group of adults, if you are fortunate enough to have somebody with you that could look after the kids, it would be a totally different experience. But we couldn't leave Orla out knowing the fact that she's a massive Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Yeah.
And in that show.
A show was insane. Really insane. It's so good.
But yeah, I
So
think
difficult to explain. Like how I've explained. Everybody will be like, What? That sounds awful,
I've
but
got a video on it. Watch it.
Good. Yeah.
even having that many firsts in a trip and still got so many firsts that we're still planning on.
There's also so many firsts that we were going to try and squeeze into that trip that we couldn't squeeze in, so that's now on a list.
Like the Starlight Parade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Walt Disney World for a reason. It's a globe
Incredible.
of opportunity.
It's an absolute incredible place.
It's nowhere I'd rather go. And a lot of people, like as you said there, oh, you're going back to Disney World? Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or, you're taking them, they're too young, or like when they were wee, or they're far too young for that, they'll never remember that. Some of our best memories are when they are...
It's some of the memories are for us.
Yeah.
They might not
For them.
remember it, but I'll remember the first time she ran up to Mickey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Speaking of magic moments like that, I'd like to end the awards with a magic moment for you guys. What was the one thing that really stood out from this trip, which is going to be a core memory for years to come when you look back at your 2025 trip?
I don't know. There's just so many.
I think the fact that we just got to go was
Yeah.
a kind of magic moment for us.
I think the fact that we were allowed to go, but I think the fact we were allowed to go with very like-minded people
Yeah.
made it. Because I think, like I said earlier, when you go with people who aren't as into that kind of holiday, it doesn't bring you down, because you don't let it bring you down. You do your own holiday the way you want to do your own holiday, but
It was good to spend so much time together.
uh-huh.
There wasn't this,
Yeah.
we'll go to this, but for me, just the fact we got to go, I mean, everything that Ashley's fought this year and continues to fight is a magic moment.
Don't get me wrong, at the start I was a bit annoyed because we'd booked like Discovery Cove, and we'd booked, like, obviously we booked the cabana and things, which another reason we had the cabana was because I wasn't going in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere to kind of relax, and at the start I was like, oh, this holiday's going to be rubbish because I can't do as many rides as I want to do, and I can't do, and then I got there and I was like, I'm just lucky to be here, get over it.
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
if you can't ride that, just, you're in Disney World,
Just
sit back and watch everybody.
Like
and
I've said it, like, I'm in awe of Ashley and what she's managed this year and continues to manage, and to top that off with managing a world holiday is just, that's
don't get me wrong, they had a wheelchair as a backup, but I never needed it.
that's
Always good to have a backup.
I was determined I wasn't going in it, and I never went in it.
that's my magic moment of just us getting to be there and just Ashley showing the strength that we managed it, we got there.
Yeah, but I think part of that's how everyone has been helping us, but also I just remember this, my nurse, breast care nurse, when I was first diagnosed, she said to me, yes, medically we can help you, you need to help yourself. 90% of your recovery is positive thinking and having an end. My end goal was getting there, and that's what we've done. And this is just a wee roundup, and the next trip we go back will be for my 40th, and we're planning it because it's another goal to get us through the rest of the treatment. And as much as there's nothing there anymore, there's no cancer there anymore, we've still got a long way to go in the preventative treatment. So you got to do what you got to do.
It was just, we've said it so many times this podcast that the whole trip was a magic moment. Just lucky to be there, lucky to enjoy it.
I mean, we're lucky to go as often as we go anyway, but this year just made it extra special.
Yeah.
Like, extra special. And also having just a couple of nights to go around and about and do things that the kids would be doing. So
yeah, it was good that our friends took the kids a couple of. I mean, we do love a resort hop, so that day for us was a great day. I mean,
yeah.
I get called Carrie Bradshaw. That's how good it was that one day. Free drinks that night as well. But anyway, so no, we did the monorail.
Cancer.
Yeah, and then we went to Steakhouse 71, and we sat in a bar, and the guy gave us, Daniel, very nice bartender Daniel, gave us a menu, and he said, what do you want? I went, I don't want any of that. And he went, what? I said, I don't want any of that. I said, I want a Cosmo. So he literally went, what? I was like, there you go, Carrie Bradshaw. I was like, thanks.
Along with a
free glass of Prosecco as well, yeah.
So make sure you wear badges.
Buttons, no matter what you're celebrating. You might get a wee bit of pixie dust here and there. That's not why we do it, to be fair.
No, that's the whole reason we were there for that trip, was to celebrate Ashley beating breast cancer,
and her friend's 50th birthday.
Her friend's 50th.
So she doesn't like to admit.
We were making the biggest of the celebrations. So, and it all goes back to treating cast members with respect and speaking to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they might turn around and do that bit of pixie dust for you. I'm not saying every time they get, because I know as a cast member we're not allowed to do it every single time.
But in the Riviera though, that day I went in to get something, and the cast member noticed all the pen had come off my badge, and she went, oh, your pen's off, what are you celebrating? And I'd said, oh, beating breast cancer. And she went, no, I need to get you another badge now, but while I'm writing the badge, go and pick a wee cake. So to go and pick a wee cake.
Oh, nice.
It's wee things like that just make your day.
Yeah, and as I say, it all comes down to how you are with the cast members as well. So.
never even spoke to this woman. She just came up to me. It was just somebody there that's there to do their job, and that's an example of a deluxe resort that's making you feel welcome, not
Your check before your drinks at the table.
aye, there's your check. I'll get your drinks
Very
now.
true. Yeah, there's a comparison there, isn't there?
Yeah. It's so fortunate to have got this trip and done this trip, because we are for every trip we do, but this one especially.
Yeah.
This one literally meant the world, because
This is the first one I'd say we'd been on, though, that we always know that we're going back, but this is the first one that we've been on that we were sitting. Remember, we were sitting around Beacon Barrel and we'd done a countdown to the next trip. It's the first one we've actually not booked, but in the planning stages. And I think for me, yes, it was hard coming home, but I think that's why it wasn't as hard this time, because we know we have something else. It was hard for you, but I just think that's how you do it. You just plan another one.
That's the way to get over it. Yeah, just make sure there's another one in the calendar.
You keep move it as many times as you want, but see, as long as you've got a date in there somewhere that you know you're going back, makes it so much easier.
I love it. My word, it feels like it was a trip full of magic and memories made, and for the right reasons as well. I can totally see why that would be your answer for a magic moment. And yeah, I just, we've been speaking over the last year, all three of us, and just echo what you mentioned there, Darren, about your strength in the last year, Ashley, to get through what you've done, and the reward of having such a memorable trip is just the cherry on the top of the icing on top of the cake, isn't it? I'm so happy it was that experience for you guys when you were out there.
Yeah, it's been a hard year, but it's been, looking back, it doesn't seem that long ago it diagnosed, but on another hand, it seems like forever ago.
Seems like a world ago. But
yeah,
I say to Ashley every day, and I'll mention to you, Adam, is like the strength. I'm in absolute awe of her everyday in life just now. So
you get a cold and you're in bed. You get a cold and you're in your bed for 4 days.
Well, that's a male thing, because I'm the same.
Yeah, man flu's total. No. I think
Listen, I'm giving you a call, clapping me down.
No, you've got to have that mindset, because see, if you don't, it's going to be a very dark place. A very dark place. And especially, like, even having the kids, making you get out your bed every morning, to have to get them to school and to just be a mum.
Yeah.
You can't just switch all that off because you've been given a diagnosis of something that you're determined you're going to fight. And I'm very, very, very lucky that we're at the stage now where it's gone. But what we didn't mention was, a week before we went, one of my really close friends died of breast cancer, and I was at a funeral where we went, and that made me go, wow, I am so lucky to be where I am. And then when we've got back, another friend has texted to say she's been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Wow, really?
Going on, why? And I think that's why, like, at first we were like, oh, do we share what's happened? Do we not share what's happened? But see, when you've got a platform and a following like what we've got, it would be a shame to not raise awareness. I'm not looking for the poor me. It's not that at all. We need to raise awareness of the signs, the symptoms, and early detection. And I don't know whether that's why it's so, you're hearing so many stories now of so many people being diagnosed.
Because people are checking more.
Because of the early detection, and people now know what they're looking for. And
But
the earlier you get it...
I spoke to you about doing a kind of podcast style kind of thing about talking about your experiences, so that people do know what to look for and how to go forward.
And I think when we're through the other side completely, and I'm now and I'm going to be in no more treatment, I think that's the time when I'm going to sit and focus on doing that. But I think for the time being, we just need to share what we can and just raise as much awareness for not just breast cancer, but any kind of cancer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is the fear of going, because you don't know what the outcome's going to be, or you maybe do know what the outcome's going to be, and you're scared to see what the future's going to hold. I've never been so scared in my life as I have been over this last year, but got to be done to get you better. You can't just leave it in the back burner. You've got to just keep focused, and the sooner you catch something, the better it's going to be for you. So you've got to do it. You don't have a choice.
Yeah. Hats off to you, and hats off to both of you using, you know, the platform that you have now to be able to spread that awareness. If there's one listener who's listening to this episode who, you know, can relate and take some sort of comfort or some determination from what you guys are saying, then it's been a worthy conversation for it. So again, massive thanks to you both, and especially you, Ashley, for sharing it, because awareness is key.
Yeah. And on the back of that, another first, we renewed our wedding vows, didn't we?
Yeah.
You didn't want to talk about it.
I was going to bring it up.
You didn't want to talk about that, but I did.
Oh, it looked amazing. It looked absolutely amazing. How did it feel for you guys?
No, but this is the thing. So I don't know how this works on your podcast side of it, Adam, but do you get comments from people after it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, how would you feel, or how would your wife feel, if, say, you had booked a vow renewal as a surprise and you were just going to turn up in park attire?
Say,
well,
we're not actually going to the parks this morning, we're just going somewhere else.
How about that?
It would have been an interesting conversation afterwards.
Yeah, better.
I don't remember like laying there with concussion.
No. I think Darren's not very good at keeping secrets.
Right.
One day before we went, he said to me, I've got something I need to plan before we go. And I was like, see if you're talking to Heidi, who's the lady who does that works for the Central Florida Wedding Group, who we got married. She kind of planned the wedding before. If you're talking to her about renewing the wedding vows, don't bother, because I don't feel myself. Like, my hair's just grown back in. I just don't feel the same as what I did ever.
She looks like thing 3. See the thing when
I dry it, it's like this.
She takes her wig off and it's like the blue for the hair.
So I went in this morning, Leila, and she fell off her bed laughing at my hair. Anyway, that's another story for another day. So, yeah, Darren, don't even think about booking a vow renewal, because I do not feel myself. I'm not comfortable. I'm not confident. We'll do it when I feel a bit more myself. But we're always going to do it at 10 years anyway. We've been 7 years married. It's only last 3 years. It'll be fine by then.
I'm not doing it again.
So no. Does Darren not just say, well, too late, I've booked it, so we're doing it? And I'm like, right, okay. So then I just, as I do, just
took over.
And
I went from being this casual kind of like just thing that I had in my head to a full-blown almost getting remarried again.
Yeah, it was like proper, let's just all have
and I get made to wear white, which is my least favourite colour to wear.
No, you had
And sockless boat shoes. I had boat shoes on with no socks. That's an abomination.
I turned you back to
you. My youth would be baggy shorts in my Vans.
That's why I was in charge of dressing you for
that. Very good.
To be fair, the photos did look nice, and that was the vibe I was going for. So it's going to be quite nice pictures up on the wall. But yeah, what was your reasons for doing it? So try and be soapy for a minute. What did you tell me the reason for booking it was? It doesn't even remember.
Can't remember.
It doesn't even remember. It doesn't care how I look. He just wanted to show me he still loved me. And I was like, well, that's nice, but I care how I look, so...
That's all she was worried about, was how she looks and stuff. And I was like, I don't care about that side of things. I just want to show you that how much you mean to me. And just the last year we've had, some men or partners might have walked away from this. Not been able to deal with it.
Yeah, just because they couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going anywhere.
But no, it was a nice day. It was a very emotional day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody's going to get married over in
Central Florida Wedding Group,
come to us and we'll point you in the right direction.
It's twice now.
You're planning holidays and planning wedding vows. Look at that. I love it.
Why not? add that to the CV as well.
No, I was lucky enough to you kindly sent me the link, and I was able to catch the ceremony, and you guys looked awesome, and it looked beautiful. The setting was amazing, and it looked like it was just a perfect moment. So yeah, well done, you guys.
It was lovely.
Heidi is honestly amazing. That's there that organises it. She's incredible.
It was freezing though.
Yeah, it was the day after the cold.
It was freezing.
Oh, was it? Come on, Florida.
Much so they threw us on the beach after it, didn't they, to heat up, because that's where the sun was.
Amazing.
And to be able to do, and James that I used to work with in Epcot that now lives there, come down for it. I stay in touch with him.
Gail was
and
there.
Our friend Gail was there that works in Hocus Cantina, so she came. Jeff and Jessica and her family came, who we met in Wine Bar George one trip, and we've just stayed friends ever since. And obviously Jonathan, Michelle, and with us, and
Jonathan had a lovely breakfast that morning and spilt syrup all down his shirt, didn't he? So that was an experience.
Oh no!
We purposely hadn't dressed Orla because Orla's that kind of girl, but it was decided to drop syrup all down his shirt.
It was him we were trying to clean up first thing.
He cleaned himself up pretty well.
So it's just like, can I trust the kids? But now we can't trust you as well.
But,
I love it.
But limo as well for the drive there, so that was nice.
I booked the limo side of it, but they emailed us the day before just saying, "Look, would you like an upgrade? We've got this new limo that's never been used before." And it wasn't so much a limo as a transit van kind of thing.
A big transit van.
And it was all decked out in the back with light shows and TVs and stuff like that, and Prosecco, and
it was amazing.
It was absolutely incredible. So it was
sounds like a great way to start. Yeah, I love it.
It's great, yeah. And then the ceremony was at what?
9:30. 8:30.
8:30.
8:30.
In the morning. So that was early.
Yeah. So what we did after that was just went back to the room, children, a few drinks with everyone, and
then we went to Cast Connections.
Went to Cast Connections that day. And then that was also the Christmas party that night.
Good day all round until we hit the Christmas party, but that's been spoken about.
Yeah.
So.
Did you pick up any chicken tenders in the Cast Connections at that point as well?
No, we didn't have anything.
We did get a gallon of milk.
A gallon of milk, $300 worth of Disney merchandise.
It should have been
Probably should have been about 3-4 times that. So it should have.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Hey, discounts all the way to finish a perfect day. I love it.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a really good day.
Amazing. Just so many different memorable moments over this trip, which was memorable in itself for all the reasons you mentioned. So I just think you capped it off perfectly. It sounded phenomenal. I can see why the Disney Blues are so hard, and any sort of standard trip going over to Walt Disney World for a 2-week holiday is always hard to get over, but I can see why the Blues are hitting. But at least you got another one coming up, which is good. You got a 2027 one to look forward to. I love it.
You get your reviews to listen to as well. Yeah. You're back. Can't wait to.
This is it. Yes. Next year, it's still got to be paid for. So we'll see.
That's
we'll
always
see what
a
happens.
That's a sore bit. Yeah, we need to have a few more wee chats before that happens, because I can't work this out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we'll discuss software, and you guys will be back on the Devonshire Dis for sure, absolutely. Before we wrap up, obviously you've mentioned over the past, my goodness, what is it, 2.5 hours worth of memorable moments. People are going to be able to find and see and experience these memorable moments because you guys are posting stuff onto YouTube, as you mentioned, and over the socials. So where can everyone find you?
Yeah, so on Instagram it's at WDW with me, with understroke between the with and me. Same on YouTube. And also on Facebook, I'm probably not as active on Facebook as I should be, but certainly Instagram's where I'm most noted. And just, please just send me messages if anyone's looking for some tips, or that 60 days coming up and you want some help, or I can do it for anyone.
Even for these enchanted extras, so we pay for the VPN so that we can help people book enchanted extras that maybe can't. I know Disney don't really like the whole VPN thing, but at the end of the day, when you're booking a holiday, you want it to be as magical as you can. So
we're uploading videos on YouTube every Wednesday predominantly. We'll continue on with the vlogs of our recent trip, but we do post on there some random videos as well, just as and when we do them. But our main kind of videos do go up on a Wednesday at 5 o'clock, so stick around and watch them as well. I always kind of tease them on Instagram to start with. So
there's one tomorrow, I think it's at Epcot. Not tomorrow, Wednesday's the Epcot one, and then I think the one between Christmas and New Year might be the Wild Africa trek, but I might change it to be
awesome.
a wee bit instead.
Yeah, so.
And then maybe do the Wild Africa trek for the first one in January, I don't know.
Which again, please do, because it's amazing. And go to Chicken Guy.
And go to Chicken Guy. I love it.
Royalties.
Please don't go to Chicken
people
Guy.
expect well, yeah. Instagram's where you can get me most of the time, so please, I'll respond to any message or anything like that, so please just drop me a message. Anything I can do to help, I'll help.
Yep.
Great stuff. I mean, you guys are going to be inundated with people requesting hints, tips, and how do I get this and how do I get that for the amount that you've just packed into our chat here. So be ready for that.
Yeah, please do, because that's what's getting me through my treatment.
Yeah. That's what we're here for, just to help people.
Awesome. I know the community at large will appreciate it, and I know I appreciate it whenever I've got sort of questions as well. So thank you guys for listening to my questions, let alone the hundreds else that are going to come your way.
Can't wait to plan your for you soon.
Oh, don't worry, it's going to happen in 2026. There will be some conversations that are going to be needed for sure, definitely.
What we're here for.
Always a pleasure. So thank you very much again.
No, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. I love having conversations just over Insta or messages, and it's even more of a treat when we get to sit down and have these chats as well. Thank you kindly for in 2025 being a staple on Devonshire Dis. Darren and Ashley, I'm so glad we've been able to catch up on this one as well, and hopefully more conversations to come in the future for sure.
Definitely, anytime.
Great stuff. Listeners, thank you guys for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed this episode as much as I did, please do give us a like, subscribe to the Devonshire Dis podcast, and share us amongst your friends and over on the socials. You can find Devonshire Dis on Insta, YouTube, and the Cool Kids app of TikTok, which I have no place in. Check us across those platforms and give us a follow. Make sure you're following Darren, make sure you're following Ashley and WDW with me across the social verse, as we mentioned earlier, and also I'll be linking all of that into the notes below in this episode. That's it for 2025. A big thank you to anyone who has listened throughout this year, and for those like Darren and Ashley who's joined me on a Devonshire Dis episode. We've got so much more hopefully coming in 2026, so stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of this festive period and the New Year celebrations, and we'll see you all in 2026. Thank you kindly, guys.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.